All right, everybody. Campus for the Harvest. This is David E. Taylor. Okay. This, everybody, is supposed to be a college in Houston. Okay. This is a fake college. This is a sex cult right here. And some of the channel members have asked me to go ahead and do another video on this place. So I guess I go ahead and will. So this is in Houston. It's located at 14380 North Freeway. Okay. They have been, there's a religious sex cult here, okay? This is the sign right here. It says JMMI Global International. This sign right here, this name has actually been revoked by the IRS back in March or May of 2022, I believe, just prior to the pandemic or right around the same time, okay? So this name on this sign right here, straight above me, JMMI, revoked by the IRS. You can look it up yourself. Now this place, they pretty much keep it locked down like a fortress, okay? And I'll show everybody what I mean, okay? So this is the access road to 45 North right here, okay? This is 45 North Freeway. It's AirTex exit, okay? And then this is what you see when you drive by. You'll see this stupid fucking sign right here that says JMMI International Global on it. This is a cult, everybody, okay? This is a sex cult. We've been trying to warn Houston about it. The leader of this cult is named David E. Taylor. He's a cult leader. He's been laundering money, running a tax evasion scam. And then what he's also been doing here is there's a back gate right over here. Okay, they were turning tricks out of this place at one time. I think they stopped because I think they got found out, so they had to go ahead and stop business. But yes, they were turning tricks out here at one time. They stopped because we showed up and did an audit on them. And for whatever reason, they decided to go ahead and stop business. So there's only one way into this place right here. And in order to get into this place, you have to have explicit permission from one of the cult members, i.e. David Taylor, Joseph Bush, Michelle Brannon. It's either going to be one of those three. David's going to be the ultimate say in all this. And again, you guys, looking at all these people driving by every day right here. This is Houston, Texas. I'm at 14380 North Freeway. This is a Koresh compound. They've been turning tricks out of this place, and it's supposed to be a church, everybody, okay? Look at all these people driving by every day. Every day, this is a cult. It's got the name right on the building. I'll show everybody. See that name right there? JMMI International. That name is it's not valid in the IRS database, okay? So what David did this last weekend is he picked up his entire cult. Okay, he picked up his entire cult and moved it back up to Taylor for his fucking birthday. So let me get a count right now. I'll tell you how many cars are here. There's a Suburban right there. There's a G-Wagon. There's a G-Wagon, the silver G-Wagon. There's a black Bentley. And then a white Nissan SUV just pulled out a little bit ago. And then there's another, like, I don't know, Ford Escape or small SUV style right there at the gate. Always. This place will always have a gate guard and nobody's coming in or out without permission, okay? Be very, very clear about that. Look, they even got cones set up like it's the fucking embassy, so you have to drive in like a snake, okay? So they know what they're doing here. They want this place secure. And nobody's getting in or out without permission, like I said. We've been here before, we've had the cops called on us, but every time we tell them, hey, this is a fucking cult here. They're doing illegal shit. You guys need to keep your eyes on them. And this cult, there's not really much left of it anymore. This is pretty much what's left of it is this shitty hotel in Houston. Okay, now here's the other thing. This is what's really important about this place, all right? Let me get out of the rain a little bit here. This is what's really important about this place is, okay, so this place is associated with the Lotus Inn over off Telephone Road, okay? Now, that location is owned by a man named Mahesh Patel. Mahesh Patel was seen here on one of our audits where we found out that he was in business with them. Whatever they were doing with the prostitution deal, I have no clue, but those two shitheads were doing it, and they were doing it here at this location right here in Houston. Just north of Greens Point, okay? just north of Greens Point. And here's the thing, David has set every location up to an airport. That plane's landing about 20 minutes away right now. What David's done with his trafficking is he's put his locations next to airports. Hey, you can fly people in all fucking day, all night. Hey, look at my hotel. Go online and look for JMMI. There's your calling card, man. David's calling card for his operation was this hotel in Houston, everybody. This was it. This is how, this hotel right here, this is how you set up an online calling card right on the access road here. So they're only coming in one way out of this place. And it's hard to tell if they're even part of the cult. I don't know if they are or not. I mean, they could be. They could be, and they're just pulling a rope of dope. So yeah, Houston. Hey, Houston, if you've ever been wondering what this place is on 45 North Freeway right here, this is a religious sex cult, okay? Stay away from it. Don't get involved with it. If they've been contacting you, I would report them to the police. Do not do business with these guys right here. I don't know how fucking clear I can be about that, man. These guys are nothing but a sham. We've been reporting on this cult for almost 6 years now. We know what they're up to. When Mahesh showed up, when Mahesh Express showed up the one day, that blew it all out of the water, really. That whole shit show when Mahesh showed up like a dumb fuck. Yeah, Mahesh, you screwed the pooch on that one, dude. You should have just kept your mouth shut. Yep. This is how. This is what you do. This is how you put a cult in a hotel and you lock them down from the rest of the world. Right in the middle of fucking Houston, man. Look at this. And David E. Taylor has everybody fooled. Look, there's what's left of the convoy, or the stage right there. All that's left is the rigging. You can't really see it, but all that's left is the skeleton of the rigging. There's one of the cult members right there at the gate right now, probably texting David. Hey! I probably shouldn't be yelling at him, but hey. David, I'm out here. Come talk to me, dude. Is that one of your cult members texting David right now? Fuck him, I'm gonna walk up to him. Nope, I'm walking up to him. Okay, so there's one of the Bentleys, there's the G-Wagon, one of the Suburbans. So apparently Mahesh owns this land right here, but he came here the one day we were doing an audit and kicked us off for whatever reason because he was so fucking scared about getting fucking found out about this place right here. Okay, just gonna do this for a few minutes. Okay, everybody, so this is the Cult Hotel in Houston. That's what's left of David's big stage idea right there. That's the hotel. There's nobody here really. There's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 cars here right now, okay? There's 4 cars here. Everybody else is either gonna be up in Taylor or split up. David's got this cult very dissected right now because, one, he's wished death threats on me. He's called me out on his channel publicly multiple times now. David, what's left of your cult, dude? Look at this. Look at this, David. What did you do? This, David, this is not religion, bro. This is not religion, David. You keep all your fucking cult members locked inside this fucking place, David. This, everybody, this is not religion, okay? If David Taylor has been contacting you about his shitty cult, he wants you to come to Houston, Texas and join. Don't come here, okay? I'm warning you, don't fucking come here. It's a fucking Sodom and Gomorrah right here. David's been turning tricks out of it. This place hasn't been maintained. There's no repair work being done on it. David, this is just gonna be another one of your shitty fucking ideas, man. and we watched it fail. This right here, what this costs to maintain everybody, millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. He buys it from the shithead named Mahesh Patel over off Telephone Road at the Lotus Inn, everybody. Okay? And now whatever deal they have financially, I don't know, but there's some kind of financial deal where Mahesh Patel, he's on the back end of this getting fucking paid. He's getting paid black market money, and he's getting paid by these fucking... And Mahesh, that fucking shitty fucking fleabag motherfucker, he's got a list of hotels in Houston that are paid by the hour, meaning you go there to fuck, basically, okay? That's it. They're brothels. Mahesh has them set up all over Houston. The Lotus Inn is the main one. All roads lead to the Lotus Inn over there off Telephone Road, everybody. This location, this is one of them. This is one of them. It's owned by some LLC, and it traces back to fucking Lotus Inn. Houston, you have a big fucking problem here with this location and the Lotus Inn off Telephone Road. We've been telling you, shut them the fuck down. They're turning tricks. You guys know it. You guys know it, Houston. Houston Police, Harris County, you guys all fucking know what Mahesh is up to. You guys ain't fucking dumb. You know his hotel is turning tricks, and you guys ain't doing shit about it. Taxpayers is fucking what? Pick up the shitty mess for you guys or what? Come on, Houston, get your shit together, man. There's enough information out there on these assholes for you guys to make fucking multiple fucking arrests and make a good name for yourself. Make a good name for Harris County and Houston, you guys. Come on. Shut this place down for us, please. We've reported it. I personally reported it to the FBI. I've reported to Harris County, to the county appraisals. Hey, guess what? Harris County. Why would other county appraisals remove tax exemptions from this organization except you? Except you, Harris County. You guys, we have reported it to you that they're running a tax scam, and you guys have done nothing. Nothing about it. All these taxpayers right here, look, all these Houstonians, guess what? They're footing the bill for it. All these people driving by, hey, guess what, taxpayers in Houston? You're paying for these fuckers getting their free ride right here. It's that easy. All these cars driving by. See all this? It's all taxpayers right here paying for it. All the taxpayers are paying to fucking fund that shitty rundown rancid hotel and over off Telephone Road. This is where it's at, man. This is David's idea of a good idea right here. What's left, David? I don't see you anywhere except hiding behind a fucking camera, bitch. Harris County, we've been warning you guys about this place. You guys need to shut it down. This is fucking ridiculous. It's going on about, what, 3 or 4 years now? 3 years since they got this place and you guys haven't done shit about it? And Harris County, you guys have fucking been in here. I know you have. And you guys have seen some weird fucking shit. You left with more questions than answers. What's up, man? Why didn't you guys do your job? Higher powers, what's up? Did you guys get a memo or something saying, hey, don't touch it, leave it alone? This is your county. This is your county. This is your state. They're always going to have somebody kind of guarding this place, man. Somebody right there, sitting in the car. Right there in that car, at that gate, there's somebody sitting in that car. Bam, right there. Always, man. Hey, David, go use your magic powers and help that person. I don't know what else to say about this place, guys. We've been talking about it since they moved in. Since these guys have moved in, we've been reporting on this place. We reported on it when there were a shit ton of fucking people here. And now look, they all fucking upped and left all of a sudden. Wow, what a fucking miracle, huh? David miracled them all up to Taylor, Michigan. Now, another thing I want to say, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I wasn't going to do long here. David talked me into coming out and doing a video. If anybody has children in this cult, let us know, okay? If you're trying to get a hold of a loved one, a family member, let us know. I know there are wanted felons here, but they moved them obviously, but there are felons here that are wanted by other states for fraud. David is no doubt evading taxes. That's why he got his other exemption removed up in Florida, or over in Florida. So Harris County, do your job, man, please. Do your job, Texas. Do your job. Do what we pay you guys to do. Texas representatives, do your fucking jobs, man. Right here. This place. Prostitution joint. Right here. 14380 North Freeway, JMMI International Global. And just again, let me show you what's up on that fucking sign right there. Right there. Right there. JMMI International Global. David, you know international and global are the same thing, right, you dipshit? But if you're driving on the access road of 45 North, that's what you're gonna see right there. And then down the driveway about 100 yards is a religious sex cult. That's what you're gonna see right there. It's hard to see, which is good so nobody knows where it's at, but there's a back gate over there. The back gate is over there, right there behind the fucking semi truck, David's Convoy of Miracles. That's where that back gate is, where they were bringing tricks in, everybody. They couldn't bring them in the front gate. That's too high profile. What do? You bring them in the tradesman entrance, man, the side gate. Bring them in the tradesman entrance, man. That's what they did. That's what they did. Brought them in the side right there. So yeah, Houston, this is a cult. If you got questions, you can hit me up on my channel. You can text me 314-492-3356. We have all kinds of information about this asshole, what he's doing, where he's going, where he's been, houses he's buying, bullshit he's pulling, his prostitution joint with Mahesh. I mean, David, that was the dumbest fucking thing you could have done, man. You actually thought it was a good idea to pick up the ball and play with Mahesh for whatever reason. So I just want everybody to get a good look at it. I'll just do a few more minutes of narration. This hotel has, I think, 60-something rooms, like 62 rooms. All the front windows, all the blinds are pulled on it right now. So all the blinds on the front are open. There's 4 cars there. One that left earlier that was a white Nissan. And then David's Convoy of Miracles back there, the one trailer. Like I said, the stage, the rigging is still there. All the rigging for the stage is still there. Some of it actually looks like it's on the ground too. Some of it actually looks like it's on the ground. Oh yeah, and this place floods too. See this? This floods. So David's hotel is flooded, we know that. There's actually water right here. I'm not gonna walk there because I just got new shoes. But okay. All right, good evening everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to another episode of Frontal Investigation. I'll be your host. Guess what, everybody? I am a pussy, Rich Holmes. And what we're talking about today, you know, I think I want to kind of gear it more towards the women. Really do. I really, really do. All the ladies that are still left in this cult, Grace, Amanda, Jenny Janiak, Rebecca Stalker, because I've seen you there. I'm curious, at what point are you all okay with David fucking all of you at the same time? While he's all promising you guys the same thing. And I'm going to speak just the way it is. I'm going to speak plainly here. David was fucking all of you. Okay? Did y'all ever think maybe about catching like VD or anything like that because the dude was sleeping around so much? Really, think about this, ladies. What up, Jim? What up, Metal Jim in Texas? Yeah, he does. His call center is still calling people. Yep, they are still running the fucking racket. They are still running the racket, of course, and the feds know that, but that's all right. Let them. Fucking let them. It's all going to get fucking rug pulled anyways. All right. Here's one thing with the women. Deceiving multiple women. Any ladies that would like to call in tonight, by all means, please do and voice your concern about this. I would love to hear a woman's perspective on this, man. Really would. I really would. I would love to hear a woman's perspective from this, man, and see if you guys think it's normal behavior for David to fuck all of his cult members, promise them the fucking world, that says it's not true, but then self-admits, right? And the ladies in this cult, David self-admits to deceiving all of you guys. Like, how, really think about that when you go to bed tonight. You're not the only one that David has messed around with. What up, Britt Billings? Britt Billings. Britt Billings is the motherfucking heezy. Britt Billings, motherfucking easy. Come on in, Britt Billings. Put your goddamn hands together for Britt Billings, everybody. Britt Billings, motherfucking easy. Britt Billings, motherfucking easy. What up? Dallas, what up, what up? Dallas in the fucking easy. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Dallas. Got Dallas in the fucking easy. Yeet, yeet. I got to put some more shit on the soundboard. Britt Billings reminded me, man. I got to do some shit with the soundboard. Oh, here we go. Sydney, let me tell you something. You are so misinformed about this, okay? He does not have public defenders. There's no fucking way. He has some of the hardest hitting lawyers and they're losing the fucking case, all right? Sydney, just stay tuned. Go back, watch the other videos. Don't ask dumb questions here tonight. Please don't, okay? I seriously don't have time for stupid fucking questions tonight. I really don't. Okay? I really don't. If you knew enough about the case, you wouldn't be saying this shit. Just go back, educate yourself, please. I don't want to answer dumb questions tonight. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Interspace, what up, bro? That's my homie. It's the homie. That's the homie. The homie right there. Yeah, go back and watch all the videos, Sydney. You haven't... Let me just break it to you real lightly, Sydney. David's never getting out of fucking jail, okay? David, I promise you, David E. Taylor and all the cult members out there that are watching, he is not getting out of jail. He fucking self-snitched on himself while getting on the public fucking platform saying everybody's a fucking liar. While documenting it in his own goddamn phone that he was fucking all these women in his cult, man, and then some. Don't listen to the news. Yeah, the women in there, was this okay? Did you like being not the only one? Seriously, Grace, all the girls in there still. Like, think about that. David was sleeping with all of you guys. And he admits it. He self-admits. He knows he has a problem, ladies. He is a fucking sexual fucking deviant. You know. I want to tell everybody this right now. The next few weeks, shit's going to get really fucking real, okay? I promise you guys that. David is never getting out of fucking jail. All you ladies that think David's going to fucking marry you, I swear to God he's not. I swear to God he's not getting out of jail. He's going to serve a shit ton of fucking time. He'll be moved up to a level 3 or 4 prison because of what he's done, what's about to come to light. Hit that like and subscribe too. There's 56 people in here. When this all goes down, all right, cult members, don't say I didn't fucking stay here and warn you guys. We're here telling you guys he is not getting out of fucking prison. And you guys are still going to go out there and fucking protest like, hey, free our apostle. He's just wrongly in prison. This motherfucker fucking snitched on himself in his own goddamn phones. 9 of them to be exact. 9 phones. This is only 1 phone with a little bit. I can't fucking wait to see what else they drop. Oh my God. I can't wait. This is going to go big. This is going to change history. Me and Cliff, Susan, we're all talking today. This is going to change history, everybody. When this shit drops in the next few weeks, it's going to change it all. It's going to change the way everybody looks at church, the way everybody views church, how people are going to go to church. This case, I swear to God, is going to change it. It's going to take time, but this is going to change the fucking tax law in America. I swear to God, it will. The time's up for these fucking scumbags running their scams in their churches. It's bullshit. Fuckers. Fucking piece of shit. They have his iCloud account. Okay, this is the really cool thing. All right, they have his iCloud account. Okay. That's important. That's where he kept all of his shit at. New case laws will be created. New tax laws are going to be created. This is going to go up to fucking Congress, and it's our responsibility to make sure they do their fucking job about it. Because Congress isn't going to come down and be like, hey, let's go and tax a church. No, we have to start writing fucking letters. I'll be the first to write one. I don't give a fuck. All right, we're into my fucking local court. Say, start taxing all these fucking churches around here. Oh, we can't do that? Yeah, the fuck you can. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say we're not allowed to tax churches. The fuck on out of here with that shit. It's time. All the way from the very fucking low level, all the way fucking up to the top. Fuckers. Yeah. I don't trust the church. Nope. Nope. I don't trust the church. Not anymore. Not after what we're going to find out. Just wait, guys. Just wait, man. Sexually explicit materials of women. Okay. I'm curious as to what they are, but I can only theorize about what David has these women sending him. So they found, and I was talking to Soups about this today. 3 phones right here. Okay. 3 phones. This is just my opinion. I have a theory that each one of these phones is going to be a different personality of David E. Taylor. That's what I think. Each phone is going to be like a different personality of David. Each one's going to have a different type of fucking personality disorder in it. That's why this fuckhead's so dangerous. He has no business being out on the streets with anybody. Admissions to his dangerousness and the allegations in the indictment. Okay, so cult members, listen up. This is all David's phones that y'all never fucking saw. And I was asking some of these survivors and some other people, I was like, did y'all ever have access to David's phone? They're like, fuck no. Hell no. Not unless he was showing us some fucking nasty ass picture of some woman. That's the only time we ever saw his phone. Only time we ever saw his phone is when he was showing us some pictures of women that he got. And David's name, David had a slang for new women that came in. He called them legs. New legs. New legs. And there was a rating system too. Hey, thanks for the seed. Thank you for the seed. Thank you for the seed. Kim Kimberly gets the first seed. Trip for the travel fund to the federal trial, everybody. That's if this fucking asshole doesn't plead out, all right? All right, let's say David doesn't plead out and he takes this shit to trial, all right? Because I'm telling you, whether or not they've presented what evidence, yep, new legs, that's what he called them. That's what he called them, new legs, like new women to fuck. I'm being very blunt here. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit anymore, okay? Well, I'm sure once the inmates find out that David was abusing women, and if there are children involved, his ass is grass. They'll make him a fucking pillow biter. They will. They will. David will be a fucking prison bitch. He will. And David ain't no fucking thug. They're gonna put him on a level 3 or 4, you guys, because of his how dangerous he is. No, he'll be put up on a level 3 or 4. More shit's about to come out unless he fucking takes a deal within the next few weeks. This case is still very fluid. There's still a lot of evidence coming out. And a lot of the stuff that we have theorized about the operation, we always knew there was a dark side to this shit. We always knew there was a dark side to this. Always. You don't move your fucking church into a hotel and be like, hey, we're running a church out of here, but there's a full-blown fucking forced labor and trafficking operation going. So, ladies, back to y'all, okay? He's admitting that he's dangerous, okay? Typed by his own fingers not only helped prove the forced labor, it appears has been using to recruit women in his organization. And then use them to sexually abuse them, manipulate them. Yeah, he's going to get up there and try to proclaim his innocence on the fucking stand in a federal trial with human trafficking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see how that fucking plays out in court, especially with all the fucking evidence. Oh my God. You guys, we have 109,000 pieces of evidence. Let that fucking sink in for a second, all right? 109,000 pieces of evidence. We don't know what they are yet. They could be pictures, photos, cell phones, what the fuck ever. Emails, because everything David did was digital. He's like, hey, you know what? I'm really going to fuck myself and just do it all digitally. That way, when they come for me, all they have to do is just look at my drive and shit, and they can look at my history and they'll find everything out. David's all, let me go ahead and help the feds. I'll just give him a silver platter. And he did just that. He did just that. Says right here, tied by his own fucking fingers because nobody else had access to these phones. Amanda King, did you have access to David's phone? About you, Jenny? Alyssa K, Alexis, did y'all have access to David's phone? Serious question. Did y'all have access to David's phone and type all that shit in? I bet you guys didn't. And to the Larimer sisters, I can't even begin to explain how fucking nasty you guys are. Like, David was sleeping with all of you guys. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Y'all need to distance yourself from this organization. David was sleeping with all of you. Yeah. He's talking about, and here's the thing. Joseph gets up on stage today and says, oh, the stage is still being built. That's a fucking lie. They owe $500,000 to that fucking company still. You fucking kidding me? Joseph, you're a fucking twat, dude. You are a fucking twat, Joseph. I can't fucking wait till your stupid ass gets indicted. Joseph, your time's coming. Just wait. Just wait, Joseph. Your ass is fucking grass. You think you're like, I haven't got busted. I must be in the cool. Yeah. Wait, Joseph. Fucking wait. Your time is coming, you little sack of shit. You're fucked, Joseph. You're fucked. Mark my words, Joseph. You're going to get arrested. You're going to get arrested, Joseph. You know why? Because you were assaulting people. Mark my words, Joseph. Think this is all a fucking game, don't you? Just for the apostle. Yeah. See where that gets you. See where that gets you in the end. For the apostle, and your ass up in prison. Right along with him. Maybe y'all could be fucking booty bandit brothers. Joseph, you could be the fucking power top and David could be the bottom. Y'all could be fucking cellies and shit like that. You'd really like that, huh, Joseph? Fucking be David Selly so you could just smell his shit all day? David's going to roll on anybody but himself. Yeah. David's going to roll on anybody but himself. He is. They're going to point the finger at everybody. I can't wait. Oh, yeah. And just, you guys, just for little peace of mind, hit that like, first of all. I did find out today that Michelle is absolutely fucking miserable. All right? Just let that sink in. Michelle's fucking miserable. Like, not that I care, but you guys, her life is absolutely shit now. We told you, Michelle. We told you to fucking walk away or this was going to happen. You didn't fucking listen. We should have been your fucking board of directors. Michelle, you should have just fucked David. Let us be your board of directors. All right, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened. Your shit would still be up and running. Had you hired us as your fucking board, oh my God, y'all would have been rolling in fucking cash. Y'all got too fucking greedy though. And you started doing dumb shit with the money, like buying big fucking houses all of a sudden. Hey, I don't want to fucking bring any eyes on myself, but hey, let's go ahead and buy fucking like 5 mansions back to back. Yeah, fuck Michelle. Fuck Michelle. David's all I did a lot of times, and I treated her like a doormat at the same time. Oh, Michelle's money hungry. She is. And what I heard, you guys, this is just a little piece. It's like when I found out, I was told she was struggling. I was like, okay, Soups, what up? Soups in the motherfucking heezy. I need to get some new sounds on this for now, but we're going to run with this shit. But Soups is in the fucking heezy. Welcome to Soups. I know Epstein's ghost left the chat. Yeah, she's going to plea out. Yeah, she's struggling, dude. She's fucking struggling. Hell yeah. No money. Fucking everything. Emotionally, financially, physically, everything. She is struggling, but good for her. Oh, no. Hey, let me tell you something. Vicky Yohe ain't in the clear here, y'all. Nah, Vicky Yohe ain't in the clear on this, y'all. Nope. It's relationship with David. Right? They're all being abused by the same man. And he even self-admit. We always talk about how we always knew David's phones would be the key to everything. We always knew that. And boy, we weren't wrong. We weren't wrong. We weren't wrong. And again, ladies in there, man, come on, have some dignity for yourselves, okay? Seriously, there's some women in there that are drop dead fucking gorgeous, and y'all are in there tied up in this bullshit. Some of y'all could be fucking models, I'm telling you. Some of y'all could be models. And that's fucked up that you guys got sucked in by this asshole for whatever reason. Makes his own admissions, okay. We're going to drive on this for a bit because, really, we saw a man deep in psychosis start of the pandemic. David's fucking psychotic. This is psychosis for sure. Hey, Jesse May, how you doing tonight? Welcome, Jesse. Again, self-admission of guilt. You guys, I emailed Bruce Rivers today. Just want you to know that. To let him know, like, hey, could you do this because it could be beneficial to people who are caught in there, and this is a really complex case. I gave him all the information. It's like, I don't want anything from this. I'm an avid follower of yours, and we would all like to see you do it. We, as a YouTube community, think this could be beneficial to have your expert analysis of this case. So I'm crossing fingers, man. I really am. I'm crossing fingers that Bruce Rivers gets it, and that I really hope that he takes it and he just does it, because it will, to have him analyze this case. It would be beneficial for the people inside, whether they listen to him or not. Just saying, I put that out there. Okay, so hopefully we'll see. We don't know. I don't expect a call or anything from him either. But I did tell him, like, look, this is a big deal. Would you? November, Marine. The trial date's been reset for November. It's been reset for November, yeah. Been reset for November. and yeah, if David doesn't take a deal soon, well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out everything. And this is apparently what David wants, is to take this to trial. No, November of this year, 2026, brother. Nope, this year. No, the judge ain't stretching it out that year. No, fuck that. No, this year, I plan on it. I plan on going like a Friday and a Monday. That's what I plan on going, Friday and a Monday. Depending, I mean, if David takes the stand, I would ultimately like to be there the day he takes the stand. I really would. Whether it's in the overflow or not, I would still like to be there the day that fucking idiot takes the fucking stand. If he doesn't plea out. If he pleads out, okay, we're not going. They're going to plea out. But I guarantee Michelle going to plea out, Kathleen going to plea out, and then maybe David will get the stand and try to blame everybody else. I don't know. It's all very fluid right now. There's still evidence coming out. We still got Joseph. There's Paul. There's Mariah. No, I think that also got moved out too. The day for the plea. I think they do it 30 days out. Like, hey, you got 30 days to take a plea, or that's it. Yeah, if we go to trial, if they take it to trial. So again, to the women that are still there inside this cult, you do know that the FBI found every single photo that David sent and was received, everything. You guys do realize that, right? So any woman who sent sexually explicit photos to you, people have seen you. $109,000 pieces, man. 109,000 pieces. And I'm trying to figure if the 109,000 pieces of evidence, man, is like one exhibit of text messages going to be like one piece, like one? Or is it going to be like one text message is one, like 2, 3, 4, 5? 109,000 pieces of evidence is a lot of photos. We already know there's in excess of what they found, 40,000 images and 10,000 videos. So we know there's 50,000 right there. So there's another 50 something thousand on top of that, whatever that is. That could be the cars, the statues, the money, the gold bars, all the shoes and shit they found, all David's Armani suits, the property. I mean, you guys, this is going to be a fucking explosive case.
And all the women there, man. He detailed his own abuse to you. He detailed his own abuse to you all. In detail. To everybody inside this cult. The women, too. He fucking lied to all of you. How many women inside there were told David was going to marry? Vicky, he told me he's going to marry me, but he gave me a jack first. Fucking lying bitch. Vicky, you're fucking fake as fuck, too. You're fake. Yeah, his lawyers pretty much shut the fuck up after this. They're like, I don't know. The judge is like, get your shit together. Yeah. Hey, Soups, let me tell you something. No, it was more than that. At Tim Page, I found out there's about $100,000 worth of suits of Armani suits in one of those closets that he couldn't wear because he's fucking a degenerate fucking land walrus. Nope. Oh, he lied to his lawyers. Fuck yeah, he lied to his lawyers. The lawyers are getting all the details from the cult. They're not being honest. It's funny. That's the thing. Scott Rosenblum's like, well, I wonder what's going on here, Your Honor? How come you're getting all this evidence right now? Yeah, he still looked like a dumbass on the stage in those suits. Oh yeah, yeah. Down during the document, they're like, It's gonna be higher, Britt Billings. That was just at one of the properties. I'm sure they're gonna find more everywhere. Michelle had her own fucking display of shoes at fucking 706 Quisando de Avila down in Tampa at Avila. She had like displays of fucking Louis Vuitton shoes, man. That's why Michelle's shitting her fucking pants right now, because all the evidence is starting to come out. Michelle, we always said Michelle was the madam of this operation, and that's going to be true, too. I think so, too. Parps, his lawyer's like, well, I didn't know he did that. Well, why don't you fucking go down and review all the evidence? And Scott's like, well, I've only been dedicating 20 hours a week to this. And, you know what was real funny? Oh, check this out. This was right towards the end. Right here. Bam. Look, right here. The judge tells him, he's like, hey, I did want to mention, you could engage in some kind of discovery expert to assist you in managing the volume of discovery here. That is something that sometimes defense teams will do in terms of being able to manage complex cases, but that's up to you. Guess what that means? More money. More money to the courts. More money to the fucking lawyers. Oh, so to bet the lawyers drop him eventually when the fucking checks start bouncing. And the hearing reminds me of the stuttering lawyer, my cousin Vinny. Yeah, and Scott Rosenblum. You guys want to see him real quick? Scott Rosenblum looks like a fucking chode. If a chode was a chode, it'd be Scott Rosenblum. I'll show you guys what he looks like. This fucking clown ass. This dumb shit. There he is. I'm fucking Scott Rosenblum. He's got a pretty extensive background. He's got a pretty extensive background, that's for sure. I looked at it. But, hey, Scott Rosenblum, this is a losing fucking case, my man. You better just fucking tell your fucking client to take the deal and do the fucking time. Yeah, the lawyers are getting free money in this. Yeah, they're like, fuck it, we'll take the case even though we know he's going to lose. Yeah, why not? Fucking get paid. Get paid. Drain him dry and then fucking be like, hey, good luck in prison, buddy. We tried. You didn't listen to us. But that's the thing. Scott doesn't... I truly think none of these lawyers care if he loses. They don't. They're just like, fuck, he's got the money. We'll fucking defend him. But even though it's a losing case, hey, he still has rights. He still has the right to retain an attorney. But with the amount of evidence that's coming forward, Scott Rosenblum, I'm pretty sure when this all came out about him beating his fucking members, how do you defend that? How do you defend that, Scott? Seriously. How do you defend that? His own Scott Rosenblum. This is a classic case of what Bruce Rivers calls self-fucking snitching, and he did it in his own devices. Like, you couldn't make this shit up in a fucking fairy tale. I mean, people do dumb shit on their devices, but to document, like, put your own fucking crimes in it, like, come on. Again, you guys, if you're gonna commit a crime, first of all, don't commit a crime, okay? If you decide you're going to fucking do something dumb, don't do it on your phone, all right? I mean, just don't do it anyways because there's fucking cameras everywhere now. You're going to get caught. All right. That's the point here. Don't do dumb shit this digital age because you will get caught. You will get caught. Yeah. And again, self-admitting things in my character getting worse. I'm sure the judge had a fucking field day with this. Oh yeah, he's in his over his head, Kevin. Yeah, he's in way over his head. That's what I'm saying with Scott. Like, he might be a heavy hitter, but old Scotty boy, he's in over his head. Yeah, they're trying to make him a living martyr. He's already gone through the prosecution. He's dealt with it all already. Fuck no, he hasn't. He hasn't even began to feel what it's like to get fucking... I don't even say what I want to say, but David, you're going to think you've been fucked by a train when they put you on a level 3 and 4 and they find out what you did, okay? You got a nice big old mushy booty, too. Them old fucking BBCs in prison, David, they love a big mushy booty. More cushion for the pushing, David. You think that's a fucking joke, too? It's not. I know he's not going to see this video, but hey. Hey, Courtney Brostad, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hit that like, subscribe. Oh, he's in deep shit, Courtney. He's not getting out of jail. If you're just tuning in, Courtney, he self-snitched in his own phone. He self-snitched. And we're reaching out to the women tonight. Like, he lied to every single one of you guys. He legitimately kept a record of the abuse for himself because that's what fucking sick fucks like that do. Serial killers do the same shit. Ted Bundy would fucking he had like dumping grounds and shit he would go visit. Rodney Alcala, he kept earrings. Fuck, what's the other dude? The guy from Long Beach. Fuck. Randy Kraft. I forget what his trophies were. Randy Kraft was a motherfucker, man. That guy was fucked up. Yeah, they will. The guards will be like, yep. Yeah. So he kept a digital footprint of his abuse. Yeah, I don't know why somebody would write that. And to the cult members that are just tuning in here right now, because I know you guys are jumping in and out of here trying to find out what we're saying so you could, do kind of a counter propaganda video on what we're saying, because you guys know this is all over. I mean, Joseph, did you go into David's phone and write that shit? Seriously, all you concubines, did you go in there and write that shit about what David was doing? Exactly. Hey, and Cliff told me that. He's all, dude, he got so cocky after that deposition, like he wasn't going to get caught, that he was untouchable. It all backfired pretty fucking fast. Overwhelming. Look, the evidence is starting to become overwhelming now. Quite frankly, it's overwhelming now because he admits in his own phone to the abuse of his members and these women. And this is beyond sexual abuse. This is beyond sexual abuse. This is sexual abuse in form, but this goes beyond. Oh, Joseph was out there waiting. He's all, we're just waiting to see if Apostle will come on. Hey, I guarantee you, that fucking asshole is never going to have another fucking phone call out to a live stream again. I fucking promise you guys that. Hey, RC, what's up, man? Oh, they're going to. They're going to use his self-snitching against him. Hey, let's go ahead and pull up the fucking good old rant video just for old giggles and shits, man. Let's see here. Disability. Unlisted. Everybody want to see the real character of David E. Taylor? Check this out. I'll show you guys. Here we go. This is the real character of David E. Taylor right here. Watch. I'll show you guys.
I have watched God get people who fight Jesus. How are you going to sit up? Well, I need to go get some better. I got to get advice. I don't know about David Taylor. I just saw this stuff on. You don't even know me. You won't even take time to get to know. And then some people do, and they've had visitations like that idiot Vicky Yowie. You don't hear nothing from her no more because just like God killed CL, he go.
Hey, Matthew Groans, this case is bad, dude. Getting that fucking senator off, that wasn't shit, bro. Hey, Matthew Groans, let me tell you something, my guy. Just give it a few weeks, bro. It's eventually everything we ever said on this channel is gonna come to fucking light, man. Everything we ever said is true. Everything. The Mahesh Express connection, guess what? That's all fucking true. That's all gonna come to light. The fraud, the money laundering, all the fucking money spent. David kept immaculate fucking documents of his crimes, and he did it in his own fucking phone. What don't people get about that? Cult members, let me tell you something. Fucking, hey, just to the community, what year did the feds put a wiretap on David's phone? I say about 2014, 2015, maybe 2016. But what year you guys think? Federal wiretap, put it in the chat.
Don't kill that heifer too. That's right. The Bible calls them a backsliding heifer. He gonna get that heifer because she has turned so many people online who just listen to her and believe in her lies. And
Leather and lace, let me tell you something about David. I know for a fact he has lower leg edema. He's already had one fucking blood clot because he's a fucking gluttonous, slobby fucking walrus. All right. He's got diabetes. He's got heart issues. All right. Let me go ahead and just run down how hypertension and diabetes and heart issues work. They all work together. All right. You have one, you typically have the other. All right. And David is a fucking slob. He's sitting around all day anyways. Doesn't matter. He's still sitting around all day. He is not getting better. I guarantee you that. If he makes it to trial, I'll be surprised. If he makes it past trial another 5 years, I'll be surprised. But David's already had one diabetic kidney issue already. And he almost fucking died from it. He went into diabetic coma. Okay? Let that sink in. David is not a fucking healthy man. Okay? To go into a diabetic coma, you're just not taking care of yourself. That's when your fucking blood sugar shoots up like 500, 600, 700. It can be brought back down, but it's very dangerous. Fucking heat your brain up. He's short. Yeah, I think he's only like 5'8", 5'9". He's not very tall. Yep. Being shorter it's going to be an issue for him. He's overweight. He's already had fucking one blood clot. So he's probably on anticoagulants, right? Yep. Refusal to take meds and diet. Exactly. He had all those fucking gym machines he could have went and worked out on, but no, he's all, fuck that. God's going to take care of me. Oh, he's in stroke territory now. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's the thing. He could be sitting in jail one day and just start fucking stroking out. Nobody know. And the stress on his heart, absolutely. When you got diabetes, all right, if you're uncontrolled like David was, you're typically hypertensive. All right. If he has DKA, which is diabetic ketoacidosis, his kidneys are failing. That's possibly CKD, right? Chronic kidney disease. If he's at a certain stage, I don't know, he could be at ESRD for all. No, he's not on ESRD requiring dialysis. No, but he could be in the stages of CKD. You can lose your eyesight. You could start having fucking diabetic retinopathy. Absolutely. Diabetic cataracts. You could start having nerve pain in your feet. You start getting fucking foot ulcers that open and fester and don't heal. Eventually, they just start fucking hacking you up the leg. Do I need to go into more detail about David's health real quick, or are we good? He's 300 pounds. Yeah. He's 300 pounds. At his, when he got booked, he was 300 pounds. Not healthy. 5'6", 300. No, felon. Yeah, this, Matthew Groans, this is felony human trafficking, bro. And there's going to be more, man. There's going to be more. And David's going to get sent up to a level 3 or 4. Let's watch David.
He on drugs. And I know that for sure. When she was with us. But they're going to believe her lies. God going to get you. I saw him.
Michelle weighs 215.
Drown my enemies. He took me to the Red Sea in the past. I mean, in the past years when I had that visitation. He was present then. I knew I was there in wherever that was around Egypt, where the Red Sea is. I was up underwater. I could talk. Me and Jesus was talking, and he showed me the chariots. He picked up one of them out of the dust of the water. He says, this happened, and this is what I'm going to do to your enemies. You are doomed if you fight me. Now we can be friends, Brother Cantaloupe, Sister Watermelon. We don't have to carry on like this. We don't have to fight. We can be friends. Why don't we find peace and love? But it's your choice. All I'm saying to you, I'm just trying to keep you from being doomed, because the Son of God has appeared to me. I already know what he's going to do to you. You got this other idiot, this faggot named Rich Holmes. God's telling me to call that punk by name. He's up here speaking all this evil against us, against me on YouTube. You gonna die, Rich. God gonna kill you if you don't repent.
You know what's funny about this? Here you have a man that can't wipe his own fucking ass, and he's sitting here, you're a pussy, Rich Holmes. That's what when this happened, that's what I first thought. I was like, this guy's calling me a pussy, and he's sitting there like a fucking Jabba the Gut motherfucker, and dude doesn't wipe his ass. He's literally sitting in a shit-filled maxi pad. And I'm the pussy. And I'm doomed. David, look, cult members, look where David's at now. Look what pride, wrath, and envy does. Look at what this does. This is what pride, wrath, and envy does to a person. David, and you know what? Here, look. He even says right here. I get angry easily. Look, oh, look, there we have proof of it right there. Oh, he gets angry easily. Oh, prime example. And it's Jabba the Gut, okay? You got to get it right, okay? Jabba the Gut, all right? Do we have so many names for this asshole? Take your pick. I get angry easily. Yes, you do. You proved it to us this night, David.
Yeah, you'll be in a car accident somewhere. You just die. Listen, God will take your life in one day. You better repent. Remember, you're a chariot wheel.
Look at his eyeballs bug out. Susan told me when his eyes bug out like that, he's super pissed. Look at him. Look at him. And he dared to call us liars after writing all this. Exactly. He's like, everybody out there's lying. I never hit my wife. But here he says in his own wife, beating my wife. Fucking lying piece of shit. This is the true David E. Taylor. This is the true David E. Taylor. And I'm sure he was like putting a cap on it here. And if any of the cult members are watching, we told you guys. We told you guys about him. That he's a dangerous, by his own self-admission, once again. Oh yeah, and the women, he slept with all y'all too. Just, when you go to sleep tonight, all you women left in the cult, just really think about that. David slept with all of y'all, okay? The girl you're in the room with probably, David slept with. Okay? That lady you're sitting across the table from or doing prayer with, David slept with, and probably you also. He lied at pretrial. He fucking lied at pretrial services, Parbs. He couldn't even make it to his lawyers. He lied at pretrial. He's like, there's some discrepancies in the pretrial services memo. The judge is like, I can see you weren't honest. That's a problem. That's a problem. Let's get back to the real David E. Taylor.
Under the red sea to me. A lot of people follow, just few people are so deceived. They following that faggot. And I know he's controlled by Rick Frazier. He's a faggot too.
David took this video down off his channel too for obvious reasons. I have to react to it because you can't do this. Yep, we told you about David's real character. But you know what? You know what, Interspace? I went back and listened to this real close. When he said this, there were two girls laughing at it. I'm guessing one of them was Alyssa K because that was his main slut at the time, right? Alyssa or Alexis, whatever fucking.
All these pedophiles and these homosexuals, this generation following these faggot men. You a pussy, Rich Holmes.
I am what I eat. David's all, you a pussy, Rich Holmes? Oh, yes, I am. And I love to eat it. Ah, what an asshole. That one backfired on him immediately. Yeah, imagine this guy calling me a pussy after we found out that the dude literally shits his pants and doesn't wipe his ass.
And I'm gonna say that's his real name. He called his name whatever. He got that fake name. His real name is Rich Holmes.
You faggot. Okay, David, yeah, I gotta wear it. Yeah, this was, man. Oh, shit.
Everybody else cleaning.
Yep.
But if it came down to David cleaning, it'd be a pig pen.
Really? So David probably don't even know how to wash his own asshole.
Doubt. No, he don't. No, he don't. You know, that's why he has maxi pads, because he puts them in his underwear because he don't wipe.
No way.
That ain't no, man, I'm trying to tell you. That's no lie. That's no lie.
No way, dude. Are you serious,
True story.
bro?
True story.
He puts maxi pads. Hold on. David puts maxi pads in his fucking underwear because he don't wipe his own ass.
That's exactly what he does.
Hey, so any of the women in the cult, if you've been missing maxi pads for a while and you're starting to notice now that you don't have a shortage anymore, well, it's because David's in fucking prison. He doesn't steal them anymore.
That's exactly what he does. And I remember one of the women who he was involved.
Hey, real quick. There's 87 fucking people in here, man. Hit that like, please. If you're here to support the channel, let me know you're here. I'll give you a shout out. But if you're just here fucking trolling for content to find out what we fucking know, get the fuck out. All right? Because I really don't dig that shit. I really don't. I fucking hate that shit. All you fucking scummy Christian content creators out there just trying to fucking get clicks and views off David, go fuck yourself. This was a process about bringing down a fucking dangerous cult. All you did were out there fucking just fucking blow each other off each other's content. Marcus Rogers, K-Dub True, all you fucking Nimrods out there, go fuck yourselves. Take a fucking hike. Look, they left. They left.
With some years ago, she had
Sorry, I'm reading the chat, dude. Everybody's like, ew. Everybody's like, what the fuck? No, it's nasty,
he's nasty.
dude.
He's nasty like that.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, one of the women that he was involved with.
Can he physically not wipe his ass, or is he just not do it because he's a dirty fuck?
I think he just dirty like that, man. I think he's just dirty like that. Because I mean, you 50, 51 years old. Why you not wiping your butt, man? You know what I'm saying? What sense did that make? You know, and then he like I said, a woman a woman he was involved with.
Got you, Kid Frost. Welcome, brother.
Had came to the house, right? And you know how women do, they snoop around your things or whatever. And she's snooping around, and she said, she came to me and said, I knew David was cheating on me. I see pads under his sink. and I'm thinking to myself, like, man.
Right, and that's what we're talking about here tonight too, right? Like, all bullshitting aside, right? All bullshitting aside, you guys, Leather and Lace, like, seriously, that night, I had to shut the camera off because I was fucking crying. I seriously was. I had tears coming out of my eyes. I was fucking crying. I was laughing so hard. I still, like, all bullshitting aside, right? He used that as a fucking control method. He used it to break people. He used that to break people. I fucking hope that gets brought up in court. I really do. Like, he wouldn't wipe his ass, so he'd wear maxi pads, and then he would leave them laying around and tell everybody to clean up his shitty fucking underwear. For real, that needs to come out in fucking court, and I fucking pray to God that it does. Because still, to me, all the shit we found out about David, the Barbie dolls, the maxi pads, his behavior, something happened. This is all a trauma response, man. It is. All bullshitting aside, David used... Let's say for a second, this is some sort of trauma response, David wearing maxi pads, okay? All right, if he can't reach his ass, I get it. There's things for that, David. But you don't put maxi pads in and leave them around for your fucking cult members to clean up and break them down and have them smell your shitty fucking underwear, you asshole. I know he's not going to see this movie, but the ladies in the cult, did you ever have to clean up David's shitty underwear? Michelle, I mean, did you like to do that? It really does. Look at it, Parbs. Yeah, Apostle Shitty Taylor. It was, memes were born instantly that night. The chat fucking blew up in memes. So we're like, that's how it happens. That's how it happens. That's how memes are born. That's how memes and gifs are born. Curly girl in the motherfucking heezy. It is, but not only that, but see what David even says, right? David even says somewhere here, right here, not gauging that people can only take so much at a certain stage. That falls under that right there, right? Exactly. There are medical aids to help. Exactly. There is. There's devices, and you shouldn't be ashamed to use it. You've got to use it. Keep yourself clean, man. You got to use it. You got to use it. Right? David's all, I'm above that. I don't wipe my ass. I just put a pad in. I take the easy route. And put a fucking, I'll just throw a pad in and just throw my shitty underwear out and let everybody else clean them up. It's fucking dirty. And it is. It's to break people. And that falls under this, not gauging that people can only take so much at a certain stage. He would just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. He didn't know when to stop. Again, Sarah Cohen says this is him talking to himself. He would. And that was like how that's breaking somebody. Like that is not normal. It is. It's just insane. And for him to,
he wearing these pads just like you, man. You know, he nasty like that, bro. And
got some Debo undies going on.
that's exactly.
Oh no, I'm sure it did, Kim. I'm probably sure David had some fucking problems going back there because he wasn't cleaning himself. Absolutely. I'm sure he did. I'm sure some of the women that slept with him, like, damn, why you smell like shit all the time? Well, because he wasn't wiping his ass. Like, I want privacy. Like, that's my private time, man. Leave me the fuck alone. David's all, no, I want everybody to see my shit stains. So I just go ahead and put a maxi pad in and leave it on the fucking floor for everybody else to clean up. And that was a form of abuse. That's a form of abuse. That is a type of cult abuse that we learned about in this process. Hey, how do you break people down? Well, there's so many different ways. Leaving your shitty fucking shit-filled maxi pad on the floor and you're a dude because you don't wipe your ass. No, that's one of them. And Michelle's like, I didn't mind cleaning up his shitty maxi pads. It was an honor to smell his shit. Here you got fucking concubine Michelle. So I love cleaning up his shitty maxi pads. I bet Michelle put him in a fucking photo album as like Rorschach. She's like, this one looks like a butterfly. Oh, this one looks like a bird. This one looks like a maple leaf. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he had the itchy burny ass. Fuck yeah. The Ibba? Yeah, itchy burny ass, man. David had fucking like permanent swamp ass. David had a symptom of the PSA. Permanent swamp ass. David just walking around. The swamp ass saint. David's all, anybody know about swamp ass? He's like, I do. I am a professional in swamp assism. He does. He's a racist fucking prick too. David is racist. That's all going to come out in court too if he takes this to the stand.
That's exactly what he got going on, man.
That's exactly what fucking went through my head right now when you told me that. I figured that fucking Smokey picking up Debo's undies from fucking Friday with the shit end of the fucking straw, bro. Then fucking dropping him right on like Debo's face, bro.
That's him. That is him, man.
No
you
way.
know, that's why David, the stuff he get up and talk about is ineffective because it ain't true.
This is my favorite part from Cliff. Cliff, you're the homie, man. Like, if you're out there watching tonight, Cliff, like, hearing you giggle under your breath here, it's like you already knew he was wearing one. This was the best. Oh, I was like to hear Cliff, like, giggle under his breath. And still to this day, I picture David sitting here like watching the stream, like insistently, like fucking just totally fucking owned in. And then like 4 or 5 of his armor bearers standing around him, just behind him like this, and this happening.
What I'm saying is true about this punk. You know, yeah, he got, hey, whoever with him right now, ask him if he wearing a pad.
Right there, then I just imagine all these dudes just kind of looking down at him like, the fuck?
Ask him if he wearing a pad. I guarantee you he is. And if he ain't, his drawers is full of doo-doo. I'm telling you, man. He's sick like that. I mean, you got a healing ministry.
For the, like, since Cliff dropped the Dookie Deacon prophecy, it was like, I couldn't stop laughing. I don't think any of us could. We all went to bed different people that night, man. Oh, I know, that poor officer that had to tell David to bend over and cough. They're like, whoa, shit. Literally, what the fuck, dude? Oh, man. You know what? You know, if my God is humorous and he's got a sense of fucking humor, apparently, okay? This shit is fucking funny. It's the way it was delivered, definitely funny. The abuse process, not so funny. Definitely not funny. The delivery, the timing, everything, that was all fucking solid. But the abuse behind it, not okay. Definitely not. The humor, fucking for sure. And the fact that this man was sitting around calling everybody pussies and fags while he was literally sitting in a maxi pad full of fucking shit. So all you women out there in the cult, you wonder why David fucking stunk all the time? Well, because he didn't wipe his fucking ass. You couldn't make this shit up in a fucking fairy tale, Curly Girl. We talked about this. The night it happened, like, dude, you couldn't make this shit up. What the fuck? Couldn't. And all the women there.
I mean, if something's wrong with your bowels, Jesus can't heal that. What's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? I'm telling you, this guy got doo-doo stained drawers. He got, and it's so bad, right? He expects you to pick up after him. And so, you know, he would have his drawers and stuff, and like I said, full of crap, stinking. And, you know, he wants you to do his laundry for him. And so, I'll, you know, throw that stuff in the washer. You know, I'm not about to scrub your doo-doo stains out your drawers, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Shit. Still to that night, like, memes were born. So many memes got born that night, and I wish I forgot to put the chat on that night, so you can't see the chat. But that was the night that so many memes were born, and it was within a 5-second period that they were starting to be born. That's how we got all these different images and stuff of David fucking shit in his, like, just all this shit was because of this moment right here. We were trying to figure out what was going on. Well, Cliff came out and dropped this on us one night. We're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's him. But there was a young man who came after me. You know, I was still there during this time, but he also got in that position that I was in. And so he started washing David's underwear and things. And so David fat self gonna tell me, see, this is why you're so arrogant. He just got here and he's already washing my underwear. And I'm thinking he can have it. I'm not doing it. Call me arrogant, call me prideful, whatever. But what's that make you that you won't wash your own drawers? How arrogant are you that you won't wipe your own butt? You clown.
You know what my favorite one is still to this day? The Maxi Pad Maharaja. Somebody came up with that one day. The Maxi Pad Maharaja. Dude, but then, oh, okay, let's get, oh man. Hold on. We gotta watch this now too. We have to watch this in order because Cliff also sent this to me not long after this whole prophecy came out.
1 in 3 males over 40 experience drips and dribbles. But imagine being...
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. When my producer sent me this topic, I had to stop my lunch. I just couldn't eat anymore. It's a male hygiene problem or issue called gooch grease. I was like, what the hell is that? And after Googling it, I was bothered, victimized, bamboozled, led astray. It described It's described as a culmination of lint, sweat, and dried up pieces of feces between a man's butt and balls. First of all, who are these men? But the problem is so bad for some men, according to some reports, they now have to use women's maxi pads to stop the mixture from messing up their underwear. It's a mixture now. Let's get into this. Joining me to talk about it, Steph Schaffner, influencer Bevan.
This chick right here, this chick is fucking baked right here. I could tell this chick is fucking lit. She this diary doesn't sound like his language at all. It's a ploy because he knew already had all this evidence. Yeah. Yeah. Check this. Yeah, check old girl out right here. This girl's fucking just stunned. Look at her. She's fucking lit. She's dude, watch.
Biggers and media personality KG Smooth and comedian and sports journalist Barry Laminack. So Barry, have you I don't know what to do. But Barry, when you walked in, you dropped this.
It's clean though. It's clean. You did a good job today.
All right. So Barry, have you ever heard of this before?
You know, I mean, look, not really. I haven't heard of it by that name, but there's some foul dudes out there for real. You know what I mean? Dudes that like it's kind of disgusting. I will say this, man. As you get older, you get bigger. See, y'all don't have to worry about this, but as you get older, you get bigger, you sweat more. It's real simple. If this is a problem for you fellas, you don't need. I feel gross touching that. Maybe just hit it with some baby powder. Just put some baby powder on there.
Baby powder, but what about all the little dingleberries that he was saying?
First
like
learn
the
how to wipe.
the dried up feces?
The one that threw me was lint. What? You had a pocket near your balls?
Or your girl's hair from the...
We need to normalize bidets.
Thank you.
I really feel like this is American. I feel like this is an American man problem.
We are one of the only countries where it's just not a thing.
You just wiping your butt with just raw tissue and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing moist on your butt.
That's not it.
I think
Have
it's
you
an
heard
American
of this,
problem.
Bevan?
On Twitter, I have, and I'm like, I'm just
Who
gonna
do you
skip
follow?
This chick's fucking stunned. Look at her. She could use a pair of fucking floss for sunglasses.
I'm on Twitter, so all the topics that come on the news, everything I see, all of it. But I just skipped over it because I'm like, I don't have
Would
this.
you be bothered by a guy that you date and then you realize, okay, you guys are about to have relations, and he takes his pants down and then there is
and I see all the smudges on it.
You'll see the pad.
When I see the Gucci on his booty, yes, I will have an issue because. Number one, your pad is not even clean. Okay, let's get it started right there. And why do you even need to have a pad?
Now, so,
What? Yeah.
I saw the pad in the underwear.
It
Okay.
says feminine products on the box for a reason.
see, that's why I
They
went
need to get
G-string.
some baby
You ain't
wipes.
David's like, I'm really just trying to get in touch with my feminine side. What if that's his excuse? I'm just trying to get in touch with my feminine side. I just wanted to see what they felt like.
And stop spackling their underwear at night time.
Men need to be ashamed. They need to be ashamed of themselves.
Are men afraid to wipe their
if they have to
booty?
do it.
Is this a homophobia thing?
No, I just don't
Who
think they
raised
do it
you?
right. Yeah.
Who raised you that you don't wipe good enough or clean down there good enough that you gotta wear
Lint?
lint?
The
feces and sweat. Now,
Lint liquor.
don't get me wrong. I'm a proud member, maybe the captain of the Commando Club, but because it gets hot here in Houston.
You don't wear
But-
underwear and jeans?
Commando Club, that means
means
no
no underwear.
drawers.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But you know, you
gotta wear-
powder it up and you're
I
good.
gotta wear underwear in my jeans though, man. Like, come on, man. You just wear raw, like no underwear?
Well, you know what?
Got on
No.
jeans. Yeah, I'll put on some
But yeah, put some powder down there.
First of all,
Wash it.
All right, Steph, go ahead.
There's a shortage actually for tampons and pads. I have no idea why.
Well,
but
now you do.
I swear.
I think you do.
I swear. Like every time I ever go into a Walgreens or wherever, last minute, I'm like all the shelves are bare of it. But these dudes don't need to be wearing that. I mean, literally, wipe your ass better, or go to the doctor if you've got some issue or whatever.
By the way,
Where's baby
I know there's a lot of
Get 'em a
dudes
day, like
watching
Bevin
this right
said.
now that are like, what do they mean better? Front to back. It's front to back.
Don't go
Nasty.
back
Like,
to
yeah,
front.
don't
No,
go back to
Don't
front.
you trust any human being that wipes from back to front?
Yeah, you
They
go
are not to
front
be
to back
trusted.
like an adult. Throw a little baby powder on there, not too much. You look like LeBron James coming in an NBA game. Not too much.
I think the dudes that are wearing pads, they've got to be just cuckoo for Cocoa
They might have a
Puffs.
loose butt.
Straight up.
Like it might just be a looser butt than normal.
That means they got to get their colon worked on at that point.
Get
What
it
the
cleansed.
article I read specifically said is not because you have a looser butt.
You don't need a pad.
They're like, we thought of everything.
Literally, who thinks of these things? Like, I was like, where did this
Anything
come
for
from?
some
Who thinks
likes.
it is? Yeah.
Why don't you start chasing
Let's not make it a
But
thing,
there
though.
was a young lady who
You
actually
can see it.
who I met. She said she wanted to come on The Factor because she has dated and met so many men that leave streaks. Not only on her bed, but when they take off their underwear, there are like streaks in it. So yeah, I mean,
Fucking nasty.
That's terrible.
That means you better be
so
wiping
many.
your ass better.
But she said
are
so
you
many.
dating?
Who are
She
you
said-
dating, right?
She said so
That
many.
sounds like a
several.
fecal-philiac to me.
That's them gin.
Several.
That's those gin.
Another name for David we had too was the fecal fryer.
These that don't get out of the house. They don't know what to do. They're leaving streaks like a snail on people's sheets. Like,
She
Like
said
a
several.
snail.
I think she might like it
It's
low
like a
key.
dog
Yeah,
that scoops on the
Several.
carpet.
She said
I haven't met
several.
one, so I don't know.
That's wild.
No, not today, Satan.
I'm not gonna lie. When Malia sent me this, I was like, what? Did they?
Yeah.
This is.
I said the same
Why does she
thing.
think I'm an expert on this?
I mean, it's
I said the same thing.
Is this an intervention?
And we
Am I being
cannot
set up?
normalize this. This is not a thing. We
No,
cannot make this trend. We cannot normalize
agree.
this.
I agree.
Fellas, wipe your ass
let your
better.
butt breathe.
Yeah.
Get a bidet.
Yeah.
Dude, so just wipe your ass better. They must have heard about David Taylor. When was this aired? 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. Yeah, this was 2 years ago. And this was right. Yeah, we called him the skid mark saint, fucking the Desitin disciple. That's Cliff's favorite one, the Desitin disciple. Skid mark saint. Oh man. No, you can't. No, this is real, Nettie. No, this is real. It's like there's an actual term for it. It's called gooch grease. No, it's real. That's the fucked up part about it, Nettie. Is people thought it was a joke, but no, it's real. It's a real thing. David's I'll show everybody a new meaning to the word gooch grease. And I firmly believe like David is also a form of like I have this theory that in order to track David, you just got to look for the shitty maxi pads that are stuck to the wall shit side out. Wherever those are, you'll find him. Okay, that's how he marks his door with the shitty maxi pad. That's how David's gonna mark his cell in prison. He's gonna just put a shitty maxi pad outside of it. All the other prisoners will stay away. They'll be like, "Fuck that guy. We don't want anything to do with him." But yeah, unfortunately, this is all real. It is all real, unfortunately, man. And
Everybody
for real,
else cleaning. But if it came down to David cleaning,
he's got
man,
some little dingleberries popping out of his.
I do that. And we know he sweat through his suits. Yeah, man, he's sick.
Doo-doo Taylor. I know the women, that's dirty. Like the women are sleeping with them.
Man, I'm telling you. Like, all right, for example, Michelle could stay over for the night before. They doing whatever they do. Well, Michelle got to be at the office at 8:30, so she's gonna leave a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Well, David's gonna get up. He might already be up when Michelle leaves, and if he is, he'll send a text down. Hey, come up to my room, straighten up my room. So what straighten up my room means is change his sheets, and sometimes he just nasty and he won't change the sheets. He'll just say, brush them off or something like that, and then the next woman comes.
Once again, self-admission with confirmation from a surviving cult member, Cliff Ware. Right? So the women that are left in the cult, David's not going to marry you. He's not getting out of jail. Okay? and we're documenting. We always knew David was abusing. We just never knew the extent of it. But now we know. Now we know. Now we know the extent of the abuse that David was inflicting on his own members. And cult members that are still left. This line of text messaging to himself was in 2025, in July of 2025, a month before he got raided, okay? A month before he got raided, he was sending text messages to himself talking about how fucked up he was and he knew it. Okay? So cult members that are there, you don't need to fucking believe me. I know David has at some point, not the girls, not the women that he's fucking around with, but anybody else he treated like shit, well, it's because he's a piece of shit. That's why. He's a fucking psycho. He's psychotic. And he knew it. And self-documented it to himself. Look, and that they're still investigating his phones. The investigation into his phones, like David put everything in his phones, like we we're saying, because after the deposition, he felt like he was Mr. fucking Big Balls Johnson and was going to get away with everything for the rest of his life. Well, he got fucking careless. Dumb fuck got careless. Put his entire criminal operation in all of his fucking phones, and now the feds have it. They're like, oh man, this is great. Yeah, he hates anybody that is like, he just hates everybody. He does. He hates everybody. He doesn't like anybody. He hates Michelle. He hates Kathleen. He does. He hates all his cult members. He doesn't like any of them. Just the one that he's screwing around with, probably. Those are the ones that he likes, but that's it. But as far as David liking people, you're right. He doesn't. He has zero sympathy or empathy for anybody. This is a very unique individual. It really is. Like, this is like the Black Ted Bundy, only he didn't kill anybody. It really is. He has no remorse for anybody. He lacks that empathy switch, man. It's weird. It is. That Ted Bundy lacked that. A lot of serial killers do. A lot of people with David's condition do. They lack that empathy switch. It's like it doesn't even fucking exist. Yeah. Then Scott's all, hey, Your Honor, can we go ahead and just put that information? You know, we don't want to put that information out into public, Your Honor, because, you know, it could be used against him. Get the fuck out of here. He's a public figure, asshole. Fuck yourself, Scott. You're going to hide that from the fucking public because you're so worried about somebody using it against him? Well, your client's already in fucking jail. The evidence is new. And it got presented him to that day. And that just, it totally fucked over David's defense right then and there. Immediately it ruined David's defense. It did. Whatever defense they had, it fucking fell apart right there. David's like, oh, they got my phones. But no, he talks about fucking harming others, past and present. No, it does. It mentions past and present. So the judge's like, no, go on. We don't need to be put out to the public. This is a public hearing, right? This is a public hearing. It's a public matter. And this is a public figure. I really would like to think the judge is looking at it that way. No, public hearing, public matter. The public can hear it. This wouldn't have come up this probably wouldn't have come up. So David pays $600, right? Or no, that was recently, right? So yeah, this would have come up if David would have shut his fucking mouth. I don't think this would have come out to the public. David's like, I just don't know when to shut the fuck up. Tired of being told no. Hey, David's been told yes his whole life, and now he's being told no. He's like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna keep asking. Maybe the judge will change his mind in a couple weeks. Yeah. But Parbs, then I think. Let's take a peek here. Yeah. Right here. Sorry. Blow that out of the fucking water too there, Scott. He does mention his ex-wife, but he also past and present staff. So, sorry, Scott. Your client's still a fucking degenerate and he doesn't care. Time frame? These are all 2025, Your Honor. These are just around the year prior to the bust. He and women again. I really want to. I know you fucking women fucking hate me there. I know that because David's all you guys know. All right, and that's unfortunate because you know what? There's a lot of dudes out there that would fucking take care of you better than David could any fucking day of the week. Letting you know that right now. There's fucking men out there that will treat you better than you've ever been fucking treated in your life. You just have to have a fucking clue about it. That's all. All right. So I know the women in there fucking don't give a fuck about me. I know that. But I know who some of you are. And you guys get the fuck out. David, David isn't going to marry you. You're just a fucking toy to him. David was like the picture collecting prophet. Like he collected pictures of all you women and they're all explicit. Every woman that came through there, he's like, oh, I'm going to marry you, new legs. Yeah, give me pictures of her. Yeah. She's a 10. She's a 7. She's a 6. She's a 5. Rating system. Look, this is really funny. I have copies of those, Your Honor, for both the defense and for the court, too, if you'd like them. And that's where Scott's like, I'm fucked. Look, again at the court asks, I will read more from 24 and 23. However, it's the government's position that just those examples reassure the court that that its detention order was not only correct, was certainly not mistaken, and is absolutely necessary to protect not only the victims and the witnesses, but the community. I wonder what the noise was in the courtroom. Yeah. Hey, just think. Had he just given back the $100,000? Exactly. Had he given back the $100K, we wouldn't know about it. This is all. Just say life fucking happens, man. I don't even want to put this on like any kind of fucking like divinity or anything like that. This is just an evil fucking piece of shit that got through the cracks. What he did was evil, definitely in the name of fucking God and religion and spirituality. Definitely needs to be fucking examined. And the fact that the lawyers are out there even trying to defend this piece of shit, you guys need to have your fucking heads checked. I wonder what's on that body camera footage too. Oh man, we tried for it. We can't get it. I don't know if we'll ever be able to. Maybe after the trial. We're gonna try. Trust me, we're gonna get it. If we can, we're gonna get it. But I think it'll come after the trial. The court found that information not persuasive. Okay, so they were trying to get a bond hearing. Okay, so they must have just got the body camera footage then back then. Okay. Yep. Yep. He did. He had fucking no. If dudes talked to the women in a certain way, they'd go fucking snitch. These women would go fucking tell Michelle, and like that's when people would get fucking abused and shit. David didn't like other dudes talking to his fucking harem of women at the cult. You can't do that to David's fucking concubines. You can't do that to his concubines. If he does and he finds out, if you do and he finds out, you're in trouble. You can't talk to David's fucking concubines. It's against the fucking rules in the cult. I know, I'm pretty sure all the women were aware, but they just don't give a fuck. I mean, that's fine. Don't give a fuck, but you're all sleeping with the same dude. I know, Jed. You know what though? You know what's funny, Jed? Maybe that's all David can afford, 20 hours a week. Oh man. Oh, that's the best part. But no, here's the other best part, because I found this out earlier today. I was reading it some more. The judge goes on to say, right? The judge goes on to say that because of the amount of evidence, he makes a recommendation to the defense. Yeah, see, okay, this was something else too. Cult members, I want you guys to be real aware of this. What they're doing right now, also, Daniel, is the defense is showing these pictures that it's a good fucking time. But they were looking at pictures. The judge was looking at pictures, okay? She's like, I'm sorry, they're what? Then there were pictures. For the record, the government received these at the beginning of the hearing because they weren't referenced. I am taking the opportunity now to look at them, briefly respond to the court. That, like the exhibits submitted with the brief, these snapshots again are like sheep. They don't show the wolf. They just show the good time that everybody's having. Okay. Sarah's like, they don't show the wolf. That shows the fucking sheep part of it. Yeah, they're having fun. The court, okay, this is judge. All right, cool. Right. All right. This is very common in human trafficking cases, Your Honor, where there are sometimes opportunities for victims to enjoy a brief moment of fun, whatever it is that is happening in all of these photos. I haven't had an opportunity to look at all of them. But they absolutely do not reveal, as the text messages and the victim 302s reveal, what is happening inside those properties and what is happening to the victims and witnesses within the organization. And again, this is not unusual in human trafficking cases to see pictures like this. Man, we're tired of being right. We fucking knew. They put up pictures to make it like a good time, but no, it ain't good fucking time. Miss Cohen's like, I'm gonna flex today. Attorney Cohen's on fire. Goddamn right she is. Get him. Get him, Attorney Cohen. Raised by the defendant's victims. Here you go. This is what you see. The product of and fruits of the defendant's forced labor. This is what it all came down to. All these properties, all the cars, the shoes, the women, the parties. They had parties. They had parties. They weren't like kegers or anything. But David had parties, let me tell you that. Several people called and said, yeah, they're partying in this fucking neighborhood. Yep. And this is right here. That David's defense has approached the prosecution, okay, about modifying the protective order in respects we've discussed today. I think she was amenable. I can re-examine that with her and see if we can do a stipulation in that respect, or she could tell us that she would never agree to modify it and we could just file motions. Nope. Steve is not gone. Nope. He's in it for good. He ain't coming out. Nope. Right here. The government has a good reason, whether it's protecting victim identities or other things, that would make the current provisions appropriate. Perhaps he would find that be pervasive. I don't know. Okay, this was my favorite part too. He tells him, hey, you might want to add somebody else on to do all this fucking cataloging of all this discovery here. You know you can't do that, but it's up to you. It's up to you. That's your decision. Whether you want to burden your client with that fucking bill or not. Yep. Joseph and Kia's going to go down. Precious. Yeah, Kia will go down. Kia's like, hey, everybody, I'm the captain of a sinking ship. Let's go. Nobody gets life belt here. No life belt here. Court is in recess. But no, she will go down with the ship, yeah. No, she'll go down with the ship, for sure. Kia will go down with the ship, no doubt. Let's see here. Let's take a peek here. Videos. Let's take a peek here. Let's go back to my list. Let's stay here. That was when I first started calling. Let's take a peek here. That's when he started bitching about Benny Hinn. Trying to see if there's anything back here. That's old. Joseph, let's see here. That's when Josh came out and trashed his own mom. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Klein sisters. Yeah, they were there because I did Sunday service. I'm kind of curious what the fuck. Yep, right there. They're there. Bam. I was under the impression that Kathleen had the same bond that Michelle did. You can't, if your son's going to be in the cult, he can't associate with you. Vice versa. Hey, cat mom, meow, mother of all pussies. There's the Klein sisters right there. The judge said, like, I can't keep you from your kids, but that's fine. Like, I get that. But on the flip side, I thought Kathleen couldn't associate with anybody that's in the cult, and her daughters are going to the cult location and doing services, so. No, John Coffey at least had some fucking class, dude. John Coffey was a good person. He is a piece of shit. John Coffey wouldn't birth that fucking gutter pig. Fuck her. He is a bitch. He is a cold-hearted, ruthless bitch, man. She's technically the new enforcer now, Kia. Kia's the new enforcer now because she's a fucking ruthless fucking pig, man. We know where all Kia's donations are going to her fucking mouth. Kathleen was supposed to have the same bond conditions as Michelle. That's the thing. I'm like, okay, so what the fuck? I guess we'll let the courts figure it out, man. We'll let the courts figure it out. If that's an issue, they can bring it up. I was just under the impression that no contact, period. Oh, Kathleen? Cat mom. I found out about Michelle today, and it's good. Like, Michelle's is having the shittiest time of her life right now. Michelle's in a bad way right now. All the shit we said about her not being able to support herself, she can't. Yeah, he said he wouldn't keep Kathleen from her family, but also she can't be associating with anybody that's in the cult or associating with the cult. The daughters looks to be here associating with the cult. That's what I was kind of unclear on, I think. She was set to have the same bond conditions. If your kids are associating with the cult, they can't associate, like, it can't be both. Kia, tall, thin? No. Kia's a short fucking pig. Nope. She is a short black lady. Oh, shit. You guys, I got to take Marilyn out. Give me a second. Let me put a video up here for you guys. Marilyn's telling me to take her outside. Give me a second here. You know what? Let me go ahead and put on Altman's fucking saying, no, David's a piece of shit and he belongs in fucking jail. Oh, you know what? Let's go and watch Jenny Janiak.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, I lived there, all my life until I moved to St. Louis for ministry.
Be right back. Gotta take my dog out, y'all.
Yeah.
Here's bedtime, too. I'll be right back.
And how long ago was that?
Listen, that was a long time ago. I probably moved, I think I was maybe 20, I think. Right. Yeah, so about 11 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're here in Tampa now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You like it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the first thing, yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
You can say no, it's okay. Karen.
It's okay. I like a lot of places. I've been to our Houston campus, but that's hot as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of like
just become aware of Apostle Taylor and face-to-face concept in the book, and just kind of give me like, how did that happen?
Yeah, of course. So basically how it happened, I'm from Taylor, Michigan, so I grew up like only 5 minutes away from the church where Apostle Taylor went. And I grew up in a Christian home, and my mom was always going to like different conferences, like healing conferences, just anywhere, around Michigan. And I remember one day, I was in high school at the time, I was only 15 years old. And my mom was telling me, hey, there's going to be, this man in town. He's going to be, right here in Taylor. He's going to be doing a miracle crusade. And I had already been to some of those, before. So I was like, okay, and I love to see the miracles. I've always, liked that. And, just it's a conference. So it's not like your traditional church. It's like more, you're seeing a lot of miracles happen, signs and wonders. And so I remember, I'll never forget, I used to play basketball a lot. So she had picked me up from basketball practice, and she was telling me, she said, I want you to come to this tonight. It's at 7 o'clock. And so I was like, okay, she let me, she's like, do you want to go? And I said, yeah, sure. So I went, and I was really young. I didn't know, exactly everything was going on, but I know that, of course, I was raised in church. And so when I went there, I began to see so many, like, just the atmosphere first, just coming on the atmosphere. Apostle was doing a crusade. So just being there, I could see, okay, this is different. This is not normal church. And so that was kind of my first introduction, was a miracle crusade that Apostle was holding there in Taylor, Michigan. And what really, I guess, attracted me was I saw all the miracles taking place. I mean, I saw people walk in with, crutches, canes, wheelchairs, but they left without them. And so that was really intriguing to me. I said, okay, this is something that I want to be a part of. And, you just kind of have a knowing, like it was just a knowing that I had of like, this is where I want to be.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go, Mom. Send your daughter to a fucking pedophile. Way to go, Mom. Hey, Mom, David groomed your daughter, right? David groomed your daughter and slept with her probably at a very young age. I just want you to know that, Mom. I just want you to know that. Way to go, Jill. Way to go. Set your daughter up for fucking failure the rest of her life. Way to go, Mom. Way to go. Way to go.
Like, I want to be where God is. And even being that young, it was supernatural, really, what happened. Because, if you're young, you're doing your own thing. You're not thinking about or really grabbing a hold of the things of God like that. And so I just remember being in the first service, with Apostle, and seeing him walk out on the stage, experiencing like the glory of God, feeling the presence.
I wonder if she ever got her thyroid condition
of
checked.
God, seeing the miracles, all of this stuff is going on. And I said, okay, I want to be a part of this. And that's what really, something supernatural happened, in that service. Like, God really grabbed my heart and really got to me. Like,
you see this right under her neck here? That's a sign of thyroid condition, man. See that goiter right there? That's actual goiter right there. Right there. That's a thyroid issue. Bam, right there under the neck. And it looks like it's both sides too. Looks like both of her thyroid glands are inflamed. Or enlarged. Look at that. Right there, bam. See that mass right there? Almost goes to both sides too. It's like a little bit right there, but look at this.
I was just, from there, it was done. And I never stopped going after that. That was actually a part of a conference that Apostle Taylor was holding. It was like a 3-day.
See how fucking brainwashed she is? Apostle Taylor this, Apostle Taylor that, Apostle this, Apostle that. David's the only fucking dude Jenny's ever been with. That's fucking sad, Jenny. Like, Jenny, seriously, like, you could have any dude, but I don't know now that David's been with you. Your chances are probably pretty slim after this, all right? Fuck, I feel bad for the next dude that's got to date one of these women, if they ever date anybody.
Conference. And it was very special because God came in those services. We saw so many amazing miracles. And I just remember looking around the room and I'm seeing all these, there wasn't a lot of young people there. There was a lot of people that were, like grown to me at the time, just seeing them like tears in their eyes, like really being touched by God's presence and not just like kind of a religious thing, but they were really having an encounter with God.
And why we're watching this is to look into the brainwashing of these cult members. They're going to find all kinds of pictures of Jenny Janiak on David's phone, man. They are going to find all kinds of pictures of Jenny Janiak on David's phone. Plethora of her, man. She was one of his Barbie dolls, man. The only way it won't get put out to the public is if he takes a deal, because I'm sure the prosecution's going to release all of it if he wants to do that. And that's what's happening, Cat Mom. Sarah Cohen's starting to lay the cards out on the table one at a time, and her muscles are starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Everybody thought she was weak. Nah, Sarah, this ain't Sarah's first rodeo, y'all. This ain't Sarah's first rodeo, y'all. Just think about that, all right? So I've seen some of the comments thinking Sarah's defense is weak. No, it ain't. No, it's not. It's just starting. It's just starting. Her defense is just starting. Sarah Cohen's she's probably just doing her warm up. She's just warming up, man. She ain't even started her main show yet. Then there's going to be a grand finale. That's if dumb shit wants to take it that far. But we know David is a dumb shit, and he will take it that far because he thinks he's going to vindicate himself on the stand. But if he does get up there on the stand, he will get completely fucking ripped apart by the prosecution, and he will get handed the maximums, which will be close to about 200 years. Maybe more now with some more information that we found out. Yeah, he could be looking at more than that. More than 200 years. He's looking at some really serious shit here. David is. David's in a lot of trouble, y'all. And you know what's going to have to do with that fucking hotel in Houston? That hotel in Houston is going to cause David a lot of fucking problems now. Swear to God, that hotel was the dumbest fucking idea he ever could have done. Oh my God. And then the Mahesh Express connection, that was also a dumb idea too. I can't believe this happened. I can't.
God. And they were
I'm not even fucking Christian. I can't believe this shit fucking happened. I can't believe it happened. And you have Jenny Janiak out here just totally fucking stroking David's ego. Let's watch this,
with
man.
God. It was like a service. It was not just a service. It was like literally a meeting with God. And you could see the change that was happening in people's lives. And so Apostle even extended the services. He said, God told me to extend these services. And that was back in 2015. Like, I've been a part of the ministry for over 16 years now. So that was a very long time ago. You know, I was very young, but God got a hold of my heart in a special way.
There's another thing. I was very young.
And I see people that are like 15 years old now, you know, their mindset. I'm like, wow, God really got a hold of me, because I wanted to stop doing everything else but just be in those services. And so, you know, back to those services, a 3-day, Apostle extended it to a 7-day, you know, service. And people were just like knocked out under the glory of God. I mean, just on the floor. And at that time, we didn't have, even carpet in that building. People was knocked out on the cement floor, and you could see their tears all over the cement. Like, it was amazing. People were really touched by God's power. So that was really my first introduction, you know, to Apostle Taylor. Was my mom told me, and then being in that service and actually being able to, you know, see who this man was and the power of God that he walked in. And it was not only the miracles that really, you know, grabbed me, but it was, you know, the Lord appearing to people. He was saying the Lord could visit you. And so that's kind of how I heard about the book. But even at that time, because I've been apart for a while, the book wasn't even out yet. You know, so the book had came out maybe a year after, I think in like 2009, the book had come out. And so then I had gotten the book, and, you know, that's that. Yeah.
So what were you thinking before you, just everything we know about it, that people who are reading the book and open themselves up to that, they'll have an encounter?
Yeah.
So what were you, as you were going to open up the book, had you had an encounter prior to that? Or where you start reading the book and what?
Actually, no, I had never had an encounter like that before. I did have like different like dreams and things like that, but never like with Jesus. So when I heard about the book, even that when Apostle was coming out with this book, because he had already begun to talk about the Lord appearing to you and that how the Lord appeared to him, like I had known his testimony from what he had shared. but you could just tell that what he's walking in is different. You know, he's really having these encounters with God. Jesus is coming to him. He's telling us we can have that. We can have this intimacy. We can have this fellowship with the Lord. And so I was like, I want to experience this. Like, if you're a Christian, why wouldn't you want that? You know, to really be in love with the Lord like that. So, you know, I was raised like in church, like I said, but when I heard about actually having encounters with Jesus, no one was really teaching on that. No one was talking about, like, you can see the Lord, he can come to you face to face. And so when the book actually did come out, I remember Apostle did like a book signing and everything. I was so excited. And at the time, I don't know, I think I was just doing little like odd jobs or something. You know, I was 15 years old. You know, I was like, okay, I had to get, you know, it was $20, you know, so, okay, I'm going to get my $20 and I'm going to, you know, buy the book. And that's what I was expecting. I said, I can't wait to read this book because Jesus is going to visit me. You know, Apostle Taylor said the Lord will visit me when I read it. And so I was so excited. I got the book. You know, I'm still in high school at the time. So, you know, I'm going to school. I'm going to the services at night.
Bam, right there. Right there. There's your child grooming. I'm still in high school. There you go. Jenny straight admits to her own fucking grooming by David. I was still in high school when I was doing this shit, going to David's fucking crusades. And there are people who saw certain type of activity, and that's all going to come out eventually too. Jenny legit snitching on David about how he grooms people. This was probably one of the best other self-snitching videos that the cult has put out. For sure. This one right here with Jenny. And this one is actually locked now. You can't find it on her channel. It was weird. Like, she did it. It was like somebody was interviewing her for a piece or something. I don't know. But she locked it off of her channel. You can't find it on her channel. Yeah, she legit says, I was doing this in high school, so now we have him grooming young fucking girls.
And at that time, we were doing 3 a.m. prayer, like Apostle would have us meet from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. and we would pray. So, you know, I'm in school, you know, I'm going, you know, to the 3 a.m. from 3 to 6. I'm going home, you know, and then I'm getting ready. I'm going to school. Then I'm at school all day, basketball practice. Then after that, I'm running to the church, back to the church for the services. Because I said, I got to have this. Like, it was really consuming me, you know, really being just experiencing Jesus like that, like trips to heaven. So, you know, I remember I would even, after the services, now Apostle Taylor's services can be long, okay? They can be very long. You know, they can go, because when you're in that zone.
No, Curly, this was different. No, Curly. No, this was way, way different. The way she presented herself, the questions, the answers. Nope, this was something way different. This was for a piece on something way bigger than the cult, I think.
With God's glory, you don't even pay attention at the time. You know, it'd be 12, you know, sometimes like 1 o'clock or something. So I would be there from 7, you know, p.m. all the way until that time. And Apostle, he was doing crusades, you know, like every 2 months. But basically, he would come to Taylor, Michigan a lot during that time. It was 2008, 2009, 2010.
For a while, Jenny was head concubine. For a while, Jenny was head concubine, and David took her under his wing, literally, and fucking groomed her. And there's eyewitnesses to that, too.
And I had the privilege of literally being right 5 minutes away. And, you know, before I got my license when I was 16, of course, I would always get a ride there. You know, like, I'm going to make my way to get to these services.
Once again, here we have her admitting I was 16. Curly girl, more than that. She's been giving David more than that. But once again,
since when I was 16, of course, being right 5 minutes away. And, you know, before I got my license when I was 16, of course, I would always get a ride there.
That sink in for a minute. This fat fuck was grooming them girls. Fucking asshole. Because David doesn't stand a chance with like an actual fucking woman that has a common sense. David's got to go after young girls and groom them. because he's a fucking slobby, degenerate piece of shit. Yep. No, we had that on interview too. Jenny used to disappear with him for days at a time. Yep, all the women, where's Jenny going? Why is she packing her bags? Yep. I remember damn near every interview and every fucking word said in every interview. And that is actually what was said. Yeah, Jenny used to disappear. She'd pack her bags and she would disappear for weekends at a time with David. Yep. Nobody knew where they went. But she was with him. This was after the fact. No, well. Wait, when was this? Yeah, this would have been after the fact. Okay. This was after the raid. This was after the raid. This would have been post-raid right here. This is after the raid. So it's September. It's like a month after the raid. Jenny did this video. Let's see. I don't think this was the reason the feds raided. I don't know why they raided. That's a fucking... I would love to know why they raided. I don't think we'll ever know because they're not going to tell us. Like, why would they? I don't know. Maybe it was me showing up a week earlier to the hotel. I didn't think about that just now. Seriously, I showed up about a week and a half prior to the raid, telling everybody that they were turning tricks out of that hotel. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, fuck, man, this guy's getting too close to the investigation. We better just go ahead and raid this place. He knows too much now. Let's just go and shut him down. He knows. They know.
You know, like, I'm going to make my way to get to these services. And, you know, I did. I was there at every service. And it was so special because it was something I was like, I got to have this. But I remember during that time, like Monday, I think it was Monday through, and it was like a revival. He would teach, he would have services. It wasn't like a full miracle crusade, but he was really taking time to teach us about the relationship, the face-to-face relationship and what we can have with the Lord. And so it really, like, I remember going, you know, after services, then I would stay up like all night, you know, with my notes, like, oh my God, I gotta have this. Like, I want this. Reading the book, you know, and I lived in a Christian family, you know, so they understood to a point, but they were like, okay, why are you in your room all day? Why are you going to these services? Like, why are you spending all your time at the church? Why aren't you going to normal family, you know, functions? Or why?
Here we have her parents asking, why aren't you at the family functions?
You know, hanging out with us as much or whatever, because God was just really consuming me in that season. And so when I was reading the book in my room, I would just cry when I would read the pages of.
Yeah, Kim, they can't. The loyalists, they can't come out and fucking and defend this. They can't come out and defend this, what David did in his own fucking writing. And it says right here, he did it was his own fucking fingertips out of his own fucking iCloud. Named his phones. Hey, Megan Fitzgerald. What up? Well, Megan, we're just kind of keep on talking about the abuse, right? And I was kind of going more towards the ladies tonight that are left in the cult. David openly admits to fucking multiple women, including all of you, that he has pictures of. All right? Any women in the cult that you sent pictures, David, to David, I am under the firm belief David has slept with every woman in that cult. Okay? And you're right, Kim. The loyalists have been super quiet for the past 2 broadcasts you've done. They can't come up with a defense for what he did there. The silence is deafening. You guys all know what David did was wrong. It's by his own hands, too. He is a flight risk. Okay? And he openly admits to abusing every single one of you guys. Well, 4 or 5 of you, but I'm pretty sure they're going to find more. No, David, see, Britt Billings, you know what, bro? Like, how he admits to his own wrongdoing, though. That's the thing. But he never admitted to feeling sorry for anybody. That's the thing, right? No, right. That's the thing we don't see. Is any we see he's aware. He's self-aware, but he has no empathy for it. It's just he knows that he's getting worse and still fucking people over. And the women in there, you're all in a domestic violence relationship with David. Yeah. Yeah, Ashley's in a bad way. Yeah. Ashley's in a bad way. Ashley's probably gonna be fucked up for life. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of at that impasse with her. Fuck, man. Highly sensitive sexual material in the phones. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna. I don't even want to know what they're gonna find in David's phone. I can only fucking imagine. I can only imagine what they're gonna find, and it's gonna be mostly women. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some men in there too. Really, it wouldn't surprise me. Nope, he didn't. He didn't feel bad for anybody, and that's the thing. He just said he knew he was getting worse. Getting worse, sleep with women in the office, get angry quickly and easily. He's not. And he only treated people this way that weren't like of substance to him. Anybody who didn't mean shit to him, he just treated them like fucking dog shit, except all the pretty women. All the pretty women, they got to do whatever the fuck they wanted to. Anytime, any place. But everybody else, nope. Nope, you're a piece of shit to David. If you didn't have a vagina and looked like a Barbie doll, then you were shit to him. Hey, Freeman, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you, Freeman. Lavelle Israel. I know, but you never know. Hey, Lavelle, I'm a firm believer that David has some victims in the past that we don't know about. There's some pretty girls in this cult, dude. There are some beautiful women in this cult. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mariah, Jenny was beautiful at one time till she turned into a fucking linebacker. Let's see. You have Alexis and Ashley. They're both very beautiful, but David fucked over them too. You have, let's see, Mariah. She's very beautiful too. There's been a lot of beautiful women we've seen come through this cult and leave because they find out David's a piece of shit. But I personally don't believe. See, like Cliff's the homie, man. And whatever they say to me, I don't ever question it. Ever. Never. I'll never question what these survivors tell me about their experiences. I firmly believe David could have possibly sexually assaulted multiple women inside of his cult. We just don't know about it. I firmly believe there was some form of sexual assault going on. Just don't know what degree or who it was done to. So I was talking to Cliff about this and it had to do with the kids. He's like, I do. And Cliff had to fucking knock me in the head with a hammer like, Rich, forget who we're dealing with here, bro. I'm like, yeah, I did. I don't put anything past him. Yeah, this is going to take it's going to take a bit for the survivors to go through and get over, but we're here to help them and let them know that we support them. Vicky? Fuck no, Vicky's not a victim. She came out, dude, Vicky was the first fucking bitch to come out and try to get ahead of. She's like, I'm not a victim, everybody. I know Vicky's not a fucking victim. Telling you, that shit's all going to come out eventually. Vicky ain't a victim. She wanted to be a victim. But Vicky, let me tell you something about Vicky. Vicky's a cunt. Vicky's a real fucking cunt, man. And she is an evil bitch. No, they won't. No, they won't, Lavelle. Lavelle, let me tell you something, bro. With all that money you make, dude, you should maybe go to school and maybe learn about the law system. Let me tell you something, Lavelle, all right? They ain't getting any of this fucking money back if David goes to jail. They're going to take it all, bro. They are not giving any of his shit back. Means they will have to give it back. No, it doesn't. This was a fucking operation. This was a multi-level scheme. And it was all ill-begotten shit. The feds take it all. That's like me robbing a bank and then getting to go to jail and keep the fucking money, bro. They ain't giving any fucking money back, bro. Are you kidding me? The feds are going to seize it. They're going to seize the gold bars. They're going to seize the cars. They're going to seize the mansions. They're going to fucking seize everything, bro. The fact that you think they're going to get all that shit back, you're dead fucking wrong. I'll tell you that right now. You can't go rob a bank, bro, and ask them to keep the money when you go to jail, dude. See how that fucking pans out. Be like, hey, you know what? We caught you, so you can go ahead and keep the money. No problem, okay? It ain't happening, Lavelle. It ain't happening. It was illegal. He is not getting anything back, not even his fucking freedom. Just wait until the next few weeks. I guarantee the lid is going to fucking blow off this case, and everybody's going to be like, yep, we said it was happening. We said it was happening. We know he is, Lavelle. Dude, Lavelle, you can't commit crimes and expect to keep the fuck... Come on, dude. Come on, like really, that little, like, I'm not saying common sense, but dude, go commit a crime and ask him to keep the shit after you get done, dude. Be like, hey, can I have the money back after I rob a bank after I do my time? No, it doesn't work like that. You can't keep shit in a criminal conspiracy, dude. Yeah, Vicky's gonna get up on the stand, but Vicky's gonna get fucking cross-examined and she's gonna look like a total piece of shit. Nah, Vicky will get cross-examined. Look, and David again. Look, David's admitting to his just sexual perversion, man. Just his sexual fucking perversion. He admits to sleeping with all these women. He totally, like, you women that are left in this cult, he totally shit on all of you guys. Hey, what's up, Betty the Hoary Addict? What up? Hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, ill-gotten funds. Yeah, you can't rob a bank and expect to keep the money when you serve your time. I'm sorry. It'd be really fucking cool if you could, but it doesn't work that way. That's not how crime works. Crime doesn't pay, okay? They're gonna come take David's shit. He's like, hey, that's my stuff. No, you ran a criminal operation around it, fucker. It's ours now. Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're gonna use this as evidence. Hey, you know what? Once we're done, you can go ahead and have all that shit back. Hey, the gold bars, the money, the cars. Hey, we just want to go ahead and let you continue your operation, so we're just going to give you all your shit back. Good luck next time around. Yeah, Vicky Yohe looks like the bride of Chucky. Just like fucking if it was used leather. Fuck no, she's not a credible witness. That's what I mean. Lionel, she's not going to get up on the stand and be a credible witness. Fuck no. The prosecution or the defense will eat her up, dude. The defense will eat her up. Yep. Who's it go back to? Nobody. Go back to the feds. Well, the feds will auction it. The feds will auction it. Yep, they'll take everything down to the last down to David's last maxi pad to make sure the survivors get paid. Because there is a victims compensation fund in this. There absolutely will be. For these people that come forward, for all the shit they've been through, they deserve everything they fucking get and then some. It should be triple, quadruple what they're getting. That's just my opinion. They should get fucking like they should fucking just retire you guys, and you guys should never have to work again. Just get a paycheck every month from the government. That's how I feel about it. What the government did and dropped the ball on this and letting this man go on, they should be paying you guys for the rest of your fucking life. That's what I think. The fact they let this go on? Oh, yeah. Yeah, correct. It's a rhetorical question. Yeah. Nah, they're not getting any money back, man. Not getting any money back. It does. No, it does. There's a victims compensation fund in this. Yeah. I hope David has to pay restitution, too. Yeah. So I called her a heifer, that backsliding heifer. Yeah, this is why David's not getting out, man. And again, he's literally frameworking his abuse of his entire organization. How he does it, when he does it. Like he mentions hitting you guys. Look, once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6. He mentions it 6 different times in one of his phones. Just abuse, just the act of it. Beating, hitting, physically abusive, violence, beating, hitting, physically abusive. 7 fucking times he mentions violence and anger in his phone. Grudge, vengeance is one too. There's 8. It's a very violent man. That's, you know, when David gets sentenced, y'all, when he gets convicted, and cult members, when he gets sentenced, he's going to get sent up to a level 3 or 4 just because of his own admittance to his violence. Just on this alone, they're going to send him up to a level 3 or 4. He can't, Marlon Jones. He can't. They already tried. They tried in this very hearing. The judge is like, no. No, they were saying, oh, it's just a moment of reflection. The judge is like, no, it's not. He's talking about beating current and past members. So it's not a moment of reflection. He's talking about doing it then. But no, Marlon, the defense tried. The defense tried this day. And the judge is like, no, it's not. There is no date on this. So it can be, it's good. Yep. Yeah. And again, to all the women out there, I hope he didn't put hands on any of you women. I know he did Michelle. And Michelle's son, Josh, how do you feel about that? I mean, are you okay with another man putting his hands on your mom out of fucking anger and just fucking because he's a piece of shit? Like, if you had a daughter, but I know you probably won't ever have kids because fuck, Josh, I feel bad for you, dude. But I mean, if you had a daughter, Josh, would you be okay with another man putting his hands on your daughter? Because I'd hope you wouldn't. And any of the other the women in the cult there, would you be okay with David putting his hands on your daughter if you had a daughter? Would you be okay with that? If you are, you're fucked up. If you are, you're fucked up. I will say that. If you're okay with another person putting their hands on your child, you're fucked up. And I know you've done that, Michelle, too. I know what you've done, Michelle. You're an evil fucking bitch. No wonder you had your uterus taken out because you just fucking psycho. You're like, fuck that. I could just be the cult cum dumpster now. I didn't have a fucking uterus. Everybody could just come in me. Everybody gets their turn with the good old Mike. Let's see. Body camera, okay. However, get both, okay. Mentally involved. Yep. They'll try and fail. Yep. They were trying to get a bond hearing on this one. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you put your hands on somebody that I love or care about, that whole fucking what would Jesus do doesn't apply here, okay? Yeah, I'm with you, prophetic. Yeah, don't put your hands on my family or friends because that whole what would Jesus do? No, that shit goes right out the fucking window. I'm sorry. Because Jesus ain't here right now when you're putting your hands on my friends or family, and that's a different story. If Jesus was here, I'm sure he'd beat the shit out of you, but maybe. I don't know. Yeah. No, Dallas, she had her fucking uterus removed for what reason? I don't know. It could have been medical, but it wouldn't surprise me if Michelle just got her uterus removed so she could look more manly, first of all, and then so she could be David's fucking doormat cum dumpster. Seriously. Michelle fuck anything with a hole in a heartbeat. So yeah, all the women that slept with David, you also slept with Michelle too because David fucked Michelle. I mean, really think about that, women. David has slept with all of you guys. That's a dirty man. That's a dirty man. Dirty man. Alyssa K, Alexis, Ashley, all you guys, all the women, all Jessica, fuck everybody, La Marcia. Like David slept with all of you guys, and you think it's just like some great thing that he's actually an apostle, and he's not. All they did was use the church to get in your pants, and that's it. That's it. Now look where he's at. And the fact that, again, he self-admitted to the violence of you guys is just, it couldn't have happened to a better person that he self-admitted. Look, Look, his defense attorney admitted that David has a problem at the last hearing. He's like, yeah, my client's got a problem. So look, that's just like, hey, I can agree with you on that. He's got a problem. All the women, man. I just hope it was all worth it for you guys. I really do. Because when this ship finally sinks, and it will, especially with Kia at the fucking helm, they'll say we didn't tell you so. Because eventually, when this trial gets done and over with, the feds will come and seize all the properties. I swear to God they will, because of the activity that was taking place there. The properties will get seized. All the cars, everything. Everything will get taken. Yeah. David's not absolved of this. Curly girl. Let me just say, all I'll say is the Mahesh Express connection. All right? The Mahesh Express connection. I don't know if the Mahesh connection will come into play, but that whole dynamic will come into play. Just don't know when. We knew they were running tricks out of that hotel. We knew it. We knew it. We knew it. I knew it. We knew it. With Mahesh. They're fucked. That's why David's not getting out of jail. That hotel, remember how we said they were running tricks out of it? We knew that. We said it almost 2 years ago. Like, yeah, they're running tricks out of here. Nobody wanted to fucking believe us. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Vic. That's what we're thinking is we think David got abused somewhere down the line, man. No, I definitely think the Barbie doll was some kind of defense mechanism, maybe, or trauma response. I don't know. But David clearly states he's never got. Let's see here. Right here. Bam. When I saw this, I was like, okay, what's the root of his anger issues? Let's talk about that, Mr. Taylor. Why are you so angry all the time? Why are you so angry? Not dealing with the root of my anger issues. Well, let's start. Jody Bertram? Yeah. Yeah, I think the women know now. But they'll turn a blind eye to it. They'll turn a blind eye to it. But this is a big one, man. Anger issues. What's his anger issues? Why? Why he's so pissed off all the time? God, I would love to be there during that fucking evaluation. Holy shit. I'm really interested in his mental health. I really am. I would love to see his shit on a DSM. Fuck, that'd be dope. Or sitting in that two-way mirror when he's being diagnosed. I would love to be there. I'm definitely starting to think so now with his anger issues. Absolutely. Not addressing the anger issues. He was abused as a child, not addressing that. Yeah, you could grow up with some fucking anger issues. Yep. Yeah, it proves he knows what he was doing. And he did it because he didn't deal with his anger issues. I truly wonder what that is, man. It's going to be abuse. It has to be. That's the only other thing that would drive this type of fucking extreme behavior. Some sort of prior church abuse, maybe. You don't just be born and act this way. Well, Ted Bundy, yeah, he was born this way, and he no abuse in the family. No abuse. Oh, hey, Lionel. He's psycho. Dude, Lionel, that's the one thing. That's the one thing, bro, that got me when I read this. He's psychotic. Immediately, I was like, he's psychotic. He knows. He knows, and he continued on with the behavior anyways. Exactly. Takes a special kind of person to be abused, and after knowing how it feels, do it to others. Exactly. Exactly. Well, David's not going to be abusing people any much longer because he's going to be the abused. Even he lists 5 individuals. He gets 3 when he stops doing 3-day fast, it gets totally out of control. So when he stops fasting, so when he starts eating, I guess it gets out of control. I guess that's what that's saying. When I start eating, I get really out of control. Yeah, but see, I need to wrap it up here too. We'll go a few more minutes here. I'm curious why he would put all this down. We talked that like certain criminals like to document their behavior. Certain serial killers did, right? Why would he put all this stuff? Like, did he think it was a good idea? Megan Fitzgerald. Yeah, exactly. This is just a preview of what Cohen's got. And it is. It truly is, you guys. It's just a preview of what Cohen has. Oh, when he stops doing 3-day fasts. Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying, Kim. When I stop doing 3-day fast, it gets out of control. Yep. Okay. Okay. I read that wrong. Yep. Look, and Sarah says, and again, the government is focusing on 2025 because this is recent admissions from Taylor that show his current dangerousness. Look. There are many, many, many more from 24 and 23, but the government is taking time, right? They're most likely taking their time. Right there. It's this shit is completely it is. He just talks about how violent he is. Perversion. Sick man. He talks so much about physically harming people too. He talks so much about beating the cult members, man. Y'all cult members that are still left, man, listen up. And listen fucking long and hard, all right? I know you guys don't like me, and that's fine. I have no ill will about you guys or ill thoughts, but y'all need to get the fuck on out of this. This man is a sexual fucking deviant. He fucked all of you over. He lied to every single one of you. He lied to every single fucking one of you, and I can prove time and time again that he did. Matt, Jenny, did he tell you he was going to marry you? What about you, Debbie? What about you, Amanda King? Did he say he was going to marry you? What about all the other women in there? Alyssa, Alexis, the Klein twins. Did David say he's going to marry you too? I bet he fucking did. I bet he fucking did. Said, oh, don't tell anybody. Armor bears? Yeah, David still got armor bears in the cult. Yep. Yeah, exactly. After Ted Bundy was caught, women wanted to get with him in jail and marry him, but David's a fucking slob. But the cult members, the ones still dedicated to David, they'll marry him. Yep, and Joseph and Kia are fucking lying to everybody saying that stage is getting worked on. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is a church, right? How the fuck are they allowed to go out and openly lie to the fucking general public about what's going on? As a fucking church, this is a public institution. And they're out there fucking openly lying. They need to be shut the fuck down. I'm curious why it's not. I know, right, Freeman? What a selfish piece of shit, dude. Like, this is a dangerous man. Like, when he gets up to the Fed pen, they're going to make a fucking example out of his little fucking mushy butt. They're going to fucking scrub him down first, and then they're going to have his way with him. Yeah, Joseph said that today. Yeah. Yeah, he said that the stage is still being built and that the arena's still going on. Fucking lying piece of shit. Joseph, you're such a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar, dude. You can't even pay your own fucking student loan debt. David probably said he was going to pay it off for you, didn't he, Joseph, you dumb shit? Huh? What did he tell you, Joseph? Did David tell you he's going to pay off your student loan debt? And you're like fucking believed him because you're just fucking gullible? Joseph, you're going to go to prison. You're going to go to jail, Joseph. You're going to go to jail. I promise you that. You keep fucking around. You keep making a big spectacle of it. Keep making an asshole of yourself. The feds are going to come and get you. This is the only way we can communicate to you guys, so this is the best way to tell you guys. You're all fucked if you stay there. You all will be literally homeless by the end of the year if you're not careful. Yep. Yeah, Britt Bill's been in audio video for all his fucking life. There ain't no fucking way they are working on that stage. They can't even transport it. They don't have the money, the manpower, the logistics. We've said that time and time again. And then fuckboy Joseph out there going out there. Hang on, I put this on there. Yeah, the stage is still going on. We're still gonna do the Amway Arena. The stage is just still getting built, even though we still owe $500,000 fucking dollars on it. It's just so great, Apostle. We're still gonna do the arena, okay? It's great, sir. Fuck no, he ain't gonna be driving any 18-wheelers. Imagine Joseph driving the 18-wheelers. Full shit. They owe $500,000 on that fucking thing. Watch the movie Orwell 2 + 2 = 5. Yeah, the convoy, it's never happening. Nah, it's not happening. And Joseph, you're a fucking liar. Yeah, well, that call, Joseph, yeah, he's saying, oh, when I get out, you ain't getting out, you fucking liar. David, I'm going to get out of jail. No, the fuck you're not. I hope these charges. No way. No. Yeah, they still haven't paid him. I actually sent Movie Prop Rentals, the lawyer, the attorney, Tuttle, real nice guy. I sent him over these current court documents. I was like, hey, be sitting down when you read these. I should send him over to Movie Prop Rentals too. Yeah. Because David has a small dick. That's why he's so obsessed with it, because his dick is so small. That is my first gut instinct. David has such a small dick, he needed a big stage to compensate for his fucking pathetic manhood. That's just my opinion, but I could be wrong. But that's just my initial. That was my initial thought. Even when I saw the stages, like, dude, this guy's fucking got problems with fucking like his shit, I guess. That's what I thought. He's like, look at my big stage. I have a small dick, but look at this big stage. It's 50 fucking feet high. Yeah. Big time Napoleon complex. Yeah. Big time Napoleon complex. Yeah. Exactly. Napoleon complex. Yep. Napoleon syndrome. Yeah. NPD. Yeah. Narcissistic personality disorder. Napoleon complex. Yeah. All the above. That was definitely something I was thinking too. Napoleon complex, like a motherfucker, man. He's been used to told all the time, and now he's in jail getting told no. Yeah, just opened up his case. That's what Joseph's doing right now. He's opening up a case for himself, and the judge even said that. He's like, hey, if we need to open up a trial, that's fine. We'll do it. Don't worry about that. Let's get these ones through first, right? Let's stay on this time frame. If we need to bring more people in on another trial, that's okay. We can make time for that, just not right now. So yeah, Joseph, open up your own case, you dumb fuck. I don't know how much more clear we can be to you, Joseph. Let me tell you, Joseph, go home. Go home. Just walk away, Joseph. You don't belong there. Nothing good is going to come out of this, Joseph. I swear to God. I swear to God, Joseph. We've been right so far. We told you David was going to get arrested. We told you Michelle was going to get arrested. And if you guys weren't careful, more people are going to get arrested. Yeah. You know, Joseph, that target on you just gets bigger and bigger every fucking day. Half the states have breach of promise laws where it's possible to sue breaking promise to marry. Yeah, I don't know if David was in those states, though. I don't think they're going to bring those kind of laws in. Te Amo, I really don't. I don't think they're going to bring any type of that shit in. Nah, I don't. No, he did this to a lot of people. They're going to look at David as a fucking piece of shit, basically. They won't give the women money, I don't think, for that. Promise to marry? No. I don't think so. Not in this situation. This is different. This is different. I could see if like you housed up for a while with somebody, said you're going to marry him and you didn't. I could see that. This is that situation. David told these women he would marry him just so he would say they're his spiritual wife. Okay, because to a woman, that's actually a big thing. Oh, you're my spiritual daughter, you're my spiritual wife. And fucking some women ate that shit up. Okay. Some women ate that shit up. I found out that David would say they're his spiritual wives and they fucking soaked that shit up like they were married. Like they were already married and David never met him. David would tell women he's never met, you're my spiritual wife. That's the type of piece of shit he is, even though he just wanted to fuck him. That's it. That's it. But yeah, I'm with you. Like, I don't think those laws will be used here. Yep, they'd have to sue him individually. And Vicky, she's fucking broke to sue David. What Vicky's wanting out of all this is a paycheck. It's a paycheck. That's it. Money in her bank. That's it. That's all Vicky wants out of this. And I hope she's watching, Vicky. I know that's all you want. You're not a victim, Vicky. I know how much of a piece of shit you treated everybody over in Israel. You're worse than Michelle, Vicky. You're worse than Michelle. That's a fucking fact. I know you are. You just look like it, Vicky. You look like you would just roll over and fuck up your husband's day just because you didn't sleep right at night. That's the type of person Vicky Yohe is. She'll fuck everybody else's day up if she's having a shitty day just to make herself feel better about herself. Michelle's no different. Kia's no different. David's no different. But yeah, if anybody out of this wants like, she's not even a woman scorned. She's not even a woman scorned. She's just pissed that she found out she wasn't the only one. And she got stuck with a big ass fucking bill for a Jaguar. Because David's just such an attractive guy. Because she even said in her fucking interview, like, I only date attractive guys. And that interview's like, Yet you fucking date a walrus, Vicky. Make that fucking make sense. You know, she's like, because I date attractive men. No, the fuck you don't. Fuck yeah, she was a cokehead. Fuck yeah, she was a cokehead. I could see that a mile away, man. Vicky probably doing rolls off David's ass. Nope, she won't do press on David. Nope, she's only gonna do something if she'll get a paycheck out of it. That's Vicky Yohe. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it out, man. Y'all have a good night, man. We'll keep going. If we get more information, we'll put it out more. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe on the way in or out. Hit that like or dislike for that matter. And if you're new to the channel, please go back and watch some of the more recent content. That will kind of bring everybody up to speed about what this case is about. More shit's going to come out. It will come if they don't take a plea deal anytime soon. And it's all going to come to the light. Everything we'd ever talked about on this. Everything we'd ever put out about the cult, their operation. It's all true. Everything. Everything. And I do fucking mean everything. All the shit, everything we've